still want the full Boo saga.
Well, what I have a question is, Ben, did you happen to watch last session by any chance?
I did not watch last session.
It makes
It makes it
better.
better, actually.
I mean, it was all a vision anyway, so I couldn't have seen it.
I did tell
Why
him
do
that
your
the shit hit
magic
the
eyes
fan.
not work?
Yeah, that was one thing. So is Jethro the only one who had this dream, or did we get like little bits of dreams, or is this just a Jethro thing?
Well, we pick up with Jethro sitting up straight out of bed at the dead of midnight in the Ugly Duckling Inn.
Who you calling ugly?
Who killed Midnight?
Hey, Nick, can I ask a question?
Sure. Anyone can ask any questions.
Does Lucas remember the dream from everyone's perspective or only from his perspective?
Good question. It's everyone's because it was a premonition.
You know, time, it's a very fickle creature.
What is time but
Is
the
it
passage of a
timey-wimey
time and a place?
wibbly-wobbly?
100%, yes.
So basically, we pick up with Jethro going,
Is he alone?
no, you guys all slept in the same room, I'm pretty sure.
Did we? I thought he made a friend. I'm just asking.
Well, they just had bath time together.
Sex bath time.
Did we do a check to see if he woke us up?
No, I'm gonna say it's up to Jethro what happens next. So, Lucas.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so Jethro is going to startle awake, and then he's going to drop out of his bed and crawl over to Valeris's bed and make sure that her head is still attached.
It is still there, and she is breathing.
Oh, not for long.
Yes, now's my chance. Clearly. Third time's the charm. Three strikes for that, bitch.
Is Valeris just living through Final Destination?
100%, yes. I know what you
Not
did
on
last summer.
purpose.
No. So Jethro will know that something incredible has happened, and he starts freaking out a little bit to himself and hyperventilating. He lights a cigarette, just.
Okay, with Jethro smoking inside, I will allow perception checks at disadvantage because you're sleeping.
I'm not waking up. I'm drunk as fuck.
Jesus, Big Zeus.
I'm a light
sleeper.
She's very anti-smoking.
Or she's like, oh, I want some of that.
What are you smoking?
Nope.
Oh, let me pull up my
Bindu is
tobacco
asleep,
notes.
Zyzeris is asleep, Valeris is asleep. Let's see. Malia?
Hold on.
Traven? I almost called you Trevolion, and I
trying.
was like, wait, that's not that character's name.
Perception check, right?
Yes.
A disadvantage.
Oh shit, that's Tyler's character.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
And
Guys
Trey.
are really, really good. I think Trey is choosing to fail.
Yeah, no, Trey's passed out.
Oh, that's right, because you're drunk. Alright, so
drunk.
Big Z's and Malia, you wake up because Jethro's smoking a cigarette inside.
Oh, come on, we all agreed to get a non-smoking room. We'd have to pay extra if we were going to smoke. Why are you smoking?
Something. I had a very bad nightmare, Elia.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it, or do you think you can handle it yourself?
Hey, well, it involves everyone.
All right.
Have we
Is
had
everyone
enough
naked?
sleep for everyone to get a long rest? I don't want to bother everyone.
I will allow a long rest because you
Good.
are leveling up.
Time.
Oh,
Hi. Yeah. It's important, Melia. It's actually very, very important.
yeah, it's really important. Yeah. Of course, yes. All right. How important is it on a scale of 1 to everyone dying? Because, you know.
It's on the heavier end of the scale, Melia. Death is afoot.
I really want to say a joke, but death isn't afoot. Okay.
And a door is not ajar.
I know. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, it's really early in the morning. Do you want me to wake up Valeris, or do you
I'll
want me to
get
get
Valeris
breakfast?
if you could help me with the others. Some of them are in a
Alright.
stupor.
Let me try something out.
Bigsy's you're awake too.
Yeah, Bixie's is just listening to them and hearing Jethro. She's gonna start kind of gathering her stuff, like getting herself ready, because she's not gonna go back to sleep. So she's already had her 4 hours. So do you want us to gather here? Do you want me to get everyone up and into the dining hall?
No, I think we should keep it within the room. Oh, hi, Pixis.
Good morning. Yeah, no, the smell, it's really small, like strong in such a small room. Not, it's not my favorite thing to wake up to, but here we are.
Well, if you've seen what I've seen, shit is crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen some things too, but, just, yeah. What's
Jethro
this?
pulls out a thermos and starts pouring some kombucha, putting it next to everyone's nightstands.
Yes,
Amelia's
yeah,
gonna-
you have some?
Amelia's going to start waking everyone up as they're talking.
It's highly caffeinated. It should perk your senses right up.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no, sounds fun. Morning booch. Let's do it. She'll kind of lean over and like get Tora awake, like smacking her shoulder.
What's going on? What's happening?
I don't. Jethro the nightmare, and he wants everyone awake.
Oh, did something happen?
No. Well, he was smoking, which is gross, but that's about it.
And we're in a non-smoking room.
And then she'll lean over and get Zaziris
Jesus,
up.
prestidigitation. There. The spell is gone. Worry about things that are important, people.
It's like the prestidigitation's like aerosol spray.
And Febreze this bitch.
Amelia's going to wake up Valeris and Bindu.
Good morning.
Time to leave
What?
already. It feels like I just closed my eyes.
Oh, it is
No,
still
I know. Not Bindu. I'm sorry.
Jethro?
Jethro had a bad dream and wants to talk about it. I'm sorry. I'm still a bit sleepy. Not morning person. There's some kombucha on nightstand.
I promised the library didn't burn down. Go back to bed.
No.
That's what I think
It's not books, Bindu. It's far more important than that.
It's people.
And all of a sudden, Bindu's awake. Do what?
Once
that
everyone's
again.
awake enough, I will discuss with everyone. I need everyone on their most attention, please.
Buckle.
You couldn't have waited, like, in the morning.
No, actually, time, unfortunately, is of the essence.
Alright.
Just to see how scared he looks.
Yeah, can we vibe check him?
Yeah. Ooh, vibe check. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. No.
Got a yes or no, Nick? Did you hear me?
Oh, that's up to Lucas, so yeah, it's totally fine.
What's up to me? Sorry.
What's your the vibe? Yeah, make a insight check, Tura.
Yeah.
I only got an 8.
What's the vibe, Jethro?
This is the first time that he's had a vision like this before, so he's genuinely frightened. His normal calm composure is rattled, for sure.
Seems to be having a panic attack.
Yeah. He's smoking and drinking kombucha and smoking and drinking. He's getting sauced this morning.
Are you quite yourself? You don't look okay.
No, Tura, I'm not. This is something that has never happened to me before at this magnitude. It's something. Is everyone awake?
Sounds like it's rough.
Yep, you've successfully woken up everyone.
Wonderful. Well, let me spill what I have seen. I think it's important for all of us to hear.
I can go into this individually, Nick, if you'd like, or I can do it as a
Well,
whole.
let's see. Who drinks their kombucha?
I've been brewing this for a while. I am very
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
so
Valeris will drink.
who drinks it first? Valeris drinks hers first. Great. So Jethro, what does
Wonderful.
Valeris see when she drinks her kombucha?
Nobody panic. Nobody panic.
Oh God.
Valeris,
Cup of kombucha.
you hear your heart pounding in your ears as your vision begins to tunnel. You hear Jethro calling out, trying to alter Odane's attacks. It doesn't work. The pain immediately sends you into shock as you feel something deep in your chest. You start to slip into unconsciousness, and your vision shifts to that of a lower height that is just barely to look over a wall that they're hiding behind. And you see your own body hit the floor as your head rolls away. When it finally comes to a stop, you lock eyes with yourself, and your eyes are cold and lifeless.
I mean, I assume that she'd dropped the glass that she's holding.
Perfect. Who's next?
Is there a roll in Hacknick?
Here's a cigarette.
Who's next?
Rail go next.
Do we just want to roll initiative and then that's how we get it?
Nope. I'm doing this on a voluntary basis. So Trey is next.
Trey's next? All right. Traven, you spot Luca on the far side of the gorge, and you spring into action, traveling down alleyways and trying to get to the edge of the bridge. You are pushed through time to land on the bridge, but Valeris sees a trap before you, and the bridge is blown as she pulls you back. Jethro calls out that Gooter Curl and Sabre are in the tower. You teleport behind them as Sabre calls out a powerful spell, and your vision whites out.
Who's next?
Malia will go next.
All right, Malia.
Amelia, you stand outside of your range, your shots are sailing wide, your taunts are falling on deaf ears. The throes of battle wage before you as a mass of bodies are trying to gain the upper hand. Too many targets, too difficult to be accurate, Alfred yelling in your ear, too much chaos on the battlefield. You see the axe strike twice as Valeris falls to the ground. If only you were faster. You could have put 2 arrows in his skull before he struck the killing blow. If only.
Is this... So I do see Valeris die, right?
Yeah, you see the axe actually hit, but I don't think you would see the beheading.
Would Alfred come out? Nah, fuck it.
Nah.
Jeez.
Alfred didn't come out. You held him back. So that's why Alfred
Yeah!
didn't
Bindu.
It's a win.
Yep, Bindu next.
come out. All right, this is a fun one because of the way that it had to work out. It feels like you're on autopilot. Your body is moving on its own. You're casting spells left and right, but it's not you. You would approach the whole situation differently. People are turning invisible. You should be able to see the magic, but you can't. Everyone is getting hurt, and some are dying around you. But you feel helpless. And you black out.
I like that.
Well done, Lucas. Well done.
Thank you.
Zyzeris, Tura, and Bigzius.
All right, Z. Your vision is that of the snake flying over the gorge as you head towards Zabuza on the far side, with the message of warning that you're carrying. From your vantage point, you see the circus troupe all crammed into the basket of the balloon that is lifting high up into the air. It appears that they're going to escape when a small bead of orange light crosses the sky and impacts the balloon, causing it to explode in a giant fireball. It is hard to tell through the eyes of the snake, but it looks like you're seeing the forms of 9 adults and 2 children falling from the basket, lifeless and burned to a crisp.
Damn, I did do that, didn't I? Shit.
Alright, who's next?
Bigsis or Turo?
Bigsis will go.
This is the fun one. You look down at your feet as the blood begins to pool around your boots. You look up to see where the blood is coming from. Fire's head is separated from her body and rolls to the side. You blink hard, trying to shut out the vision, only to see that it wasn't your sister's head. It is Valeris's. You have lost another sister because of Gooter Curl.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
You had
Turo's
another
last,
sister?
right?
This man understood the assignment.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
All right,
Turo's up.
You see O'Dane shrugging off the daggers like they were insect bites. You call out, "You should be facing me, O'Dane." But you are too far from the melee. You were just out of reach to save your friends. You're always one step behind the monster that took everything from you. And now he's doing it again. There is nothing you can do to stop him. All you can do is watch.
Well, now we're all having panic attacks. Thank you.
Well, now
Yes.
we're back in the room. Valeris, I believe you had a question for me.
Yeah, is there like a roll to see if she has a panic attack? Like,
Vibe yourself.
Let's see. What's it? Anxiety
Wisdom?
roll.
Would
Make
it be
a
charisma?
Constitution saving throw.
Con is like bodily, yeah.
What
I
is
don't
a
know.
concept? What is a
think it should be a
charisma
wisdom
saving
save?
throw?
Oh,
no,
it could be any one of the
Yeah.
mentals, I suppose.
It's like those things are all triggered by vastly different things. So I guess it depends on what you think it would come from.
I think I'll do a wisdom save instead. It is a different roll. It's like -1. I still
No, that's
Oh
not
my-
a different
no.
roll.
This is not the
Those are
first
the
time
same
you died.
numbers, Summer. See, that's 20, and that one's 20, and Valeris is 5.
Polaris is fine. She's died before.
That
the
is
shock of it
true.
does make her drop her glass, though. Like, just the suddenness of, like, change of perspective, like, actually seeing her.
Yeah, you didn't see it last time,
You know.
right?
But she's fine.
You just felt it.
And Zyzeris specifically, Jethro should not know what those people look like.
No. Which is why he is like he's probably pretty good at keeping a good hold of himself, but his breathing is like a lot more sporadic and audible behind his mask than it normally is. I think he's just like unable to stop pacing back and forth in the room since he took a sip on his kombucha. He wants to hear Jethro out, but it looks like he's on the verge of just like storming out of the room himself.
What was this, Jethro? Why did you show us these things?
Jethro,
Yes.
was this? How did you convey that meaning to us through the drink? But
Do you recall?
is that a foretelling?
It is. Do you recall how we got out of Rose Grove through the sewers?
Of course.
Yes. That was a future self giving me a potion that was a memory of Tura's on how she escaped. It's a very similar process. I don't know how it works, but in this moment, I think my fear actually manifested itself and infused the kombucha.
How do you know you're not in one of your premonitions right now and we're just all asleep again?
That's a good question. Let me vibe check myself.
Well, I'll do an intelligence check just to see if I can see if this is logical or not. Yeah, 19.
Bendu is going to walk over and he's going to grab Melia and kiss her.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
That's a bit of evil wording.
Traven, this is not a vision. I can tell you that right now.
I feel
I
like
didn't
I'm
see
very-
that coming.
I had to make sure I was in control of myself. In
In
the vision, I had no agency. I simply was being forced into everything. Sorry, Amelia. I needed to do something that no one would expect me or be forcing me to do.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I need to use the restroom for a minute. Not
So-
just need to step. Yep. Mm-hmm. Gotta.
Alfred is saying right now.
Actually, that's a
Understand
good
the shock.
point. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my God! Yes. I would love to fail it. I would love to fail it. Can I fail
I
it?
don't need him right now.
No, I'd like you to roll it.
You won't.
Oh God damn it! 14.
I think that's a success, right?
It is. I would
All
just
right,
love.
no, you keep it together. You keep it together.
You know what? Jethro will say something as you get up to go, like, leave the room.
I understand that this is a startle for everyone, and this is very confusing. But we have the opportunity now to get ahead of where we were in my vision.
Ahead. Sorry.
That's fine. Get the giggles out.
Normal Bendu's abs. It makes sense.
She did just get kissed.
We ran
So what-
behind.
What
What do we have to do? Where we're not going to let whatever we all saw happen. And she's just going to look at Valeris because she has no idea what everyone else saw, but she knows what she saw. We're not going to let it happen. How? I'll
We
do
must
whatever you
leave.
say. Just
We must leave before the sun comes up.
let's leave now.
When the vision happened, we left after sunup and then we dawdled around and we got behind Gudakurn's men. If we have a couple of hours, we might be able to get there before them and secure the bridge.
Lead just. Where are we going to Shade Valley? Is that where we're going? We're leaving now. And
Yes, we
she's
must
like
go to Shade
packing up
Valley.
her
We
shit.
can discuss this further along the way.
We
Yeah,
can
we're
share our
leaving.
perspectives
Well,
on what we've seen, but
before we-
only after we're on the road.
We must move.
Before we go, I need a drink though. Bixus, can you hand me a flask of
No,
water?
no.
And I'll slap your
Recommend we
wrist,
all keep a
Traven.
level head.
No.
I asked for
Yeah,
water.
flask of water.
That is what
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
last time, is that you wanted a drink and you were too slow on the draw.
Here's water. Yeah, I'll give you water. And she's
Water
gonna
only.
look around and realize she has the alcoholic one tucked away safely, but then she'll pull out her water. What's it called? It's still a flask.
Water skin.
No, like the water skin. That's the word. She's gonna pull out her water skin.
Does anybody have way to send word over vast distances?
I don't remember what.
Animal
spell.
companion, a messenger. Of
I
some kind.
believe the sending spell is a 3rd level spell, my friends.
Oh, but if we have perhaps a flying animal companion or something that could, like, get ahead of us.
No, nothing. Okay.
Further than I would imagine your Dominus to travel.
Yeah, yes, he wouldn't do well.
I know we're all having this conversation as we're walking out of the inn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Time. We must use it wisely.
Is
Alright.
me being sober enough of a power up for the level? level?
No, you gotta tell me how you anime protagonist push yourself, beyond to unlock whatever power it is you're unlocking. Okay.
You want me to go plus ultra?
Exactly.
I will go plus ultra.
That's exactly what I just said.
You must
I've actually
go
been watching
beyond
that
yourself.
anime.
Make sure you're okay. Is everyone's hit points on here? Bindu, did you level up?
I did make myself 5th level, but I have not rolled any sort of hit points or anything.
HPs. D8 for cleric.
I believe that is correct.
Yep.
Do better than
Do
us.
better than us, because I think all of us had shit rolls.
4.
Speak for yourself.
Ah.
4 it is. We're
I'll
going
take
with
4.
aggressively mid HPs this level.
You don't need all the hit points you can get, Valeris.
I think I almost doubled my hit points by rolling high and then taking the tough feat. So I'm now sitting at a slightly more comfortable 44 hit points. Only slightly more comfortable than that. With this freaking Hail Marys he was swinging.
Okay, so we've got Zyzeris is at 44, Malia's at 40, Valeris is at 46, Bigsies is at 46, Tura's at 55, Jethro's at 50, Trey's at 40, and
Can I use a point of inspiration on you to have? Because I got a 1 and you got a 2.
No.
No.
Damn.
It'd be like that, dude. You died, remember?
It'd be like that. Which time?
Well, like, you almost died in the owlbear fight, right?
No, I did die in that.
Oh, yeah, you did die in that fight. Yeah, no, I think this is accurate. Also, you're still drinking when you're not supposed to be and shit. Like, I think you deserve this.
I drank water.
Bindu seriously has, like, the least hit points of anybody.
Bindu does now have the least hit points at 39.
Protect
the abs at all costs.
I mean, level 5, D8. That seems about right. I mean, I guess I've just rolled basically average all the way.
Yep. Yeah, some of these people have just been rolling max HP the whole way. Jethro's HP, for example, makes no sense.
It's so high.
It's just 3 levels of barbarian.
It's a wheelchair. He's part robot.
I'm built different. So, I do need everyone to, we are going to roll condition checks at disadvantage because of the late hour.
$13.
Zyzeris, you are lucky. You are not 5 lower than the check.
I was gonna say, can I give advantage since I knew what the path was anyway?
No, because you still only slept a few hours.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, condition checks.
Tura 17, okay.
15 for Jethro.
Alright. At disadvantage, Malia, you are in tip-top shape today. Bindu, I only see 1 roll from you.
Oh, we all at disadvantage?
Well, yeah, actually, I guess the only person that wouldn't is Bigsies because she's an elf and only needs to sleep 4 hours, right?
So then I would have had a 28.
Well, then...
Oh, no, it still would have been a 13. That's first.
Okay.
Mine's 13 then.
Okay. Then... Malia's still the only one that's 10 over.
Yeah, 15 for Jethro.
Okay, so point of inspiration to Malia, and nobody is exhausted. Yay for staying in inns.
That's really good, guys. Really good.
You would have had to basically roll a 1. I mean, if the DC
really
is 10, like, you have to roll a 1 to, like...
I literally met the DC.
Yeah.
Oh, woof. You're really shaking. That's kind of.
I mean, Zyzerus got an 8, so he was technically below. Zyzerus is a little tired, but you know he's okay. He's not exhausted. You guys slept in beds. All right, so now we're going to skip the travel checks because I believe that's what I did last time, and we're just gonna do a direction check. Who wants to heft this one on their shoulders and make sure?
We learned Bindu's better at this.
Yeah, last time. There
A
it is.
30.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
That's good. I have a plus 16, but I like
11 and
Bindu's
a
direction.
12 and 11.
Jethro, something that is different this time is that you leave the inn before Timmy even gets there.
Oh no, Timmy!
So, let's see. So you guys are gonna make it to there on time. So you make it to Shade Valley in the early morning hours, and
Traveling, can we have all like have shared what we saw?
yes, I'm thank you, Evie. Thank you. Yes, go ahead and you guys could talk about what you wanted to talk about along the way.
Just want you all to know the queen wasn't actually there. That's just something I was making as an illusion to try and distract the guards. She's not going to be there when we get there.
Bigsies is gonna stay closer to the middle of the group, which is a little unusual for her, but she wants to stay next to Traven, and she's keeping an unusual eye on Valeris, and she's just kind of listening to what everyone else is saying, because she's curious about what they all saw, and is traumatized by what she saw.
Malia is in the back. She's not talking to anyone. She's got a lot to think about right now. Well, no, she's sticking close to Valeris, but not really talking.
Bendu is
Yes.
conversing with Jethro, trying to understand what all he saw so we can try to come up with a different plan.
Yeah, it's a lot of chaos. So Jethro will tell you the tactical stuff that we approached on the mountainside to the south of Shade Valley, and the Gudakurl army went through the main gate. We tried to run around them, but they were too fast for us to bypass. And then the bridge, which was trapped, and then moving into that on the far side of the city, which would be the northeast side, is where the circus troupe was, and the balloon and all that, and Luca Vandar.
The beauty of us getting there early is that we're essentially going to avoid the fight entirely if we can get the children and everyone out. We don't need to be taking Booter Curl and his men on just because we know they're going to be there based on this premonition. We could just help the troop be more stealthy, get out more quickly, get out ourselves, bring the queen her children, curry her favor, turn her against Guter Curl more completely, and then have her devote more resources to our fight so that then we can go in at force when we're ready.
I'm glad there are level heads. Tura, that is a wonderful idea. Yes, if we could get the children out, and we could start heading north before Gudakurl makes city fall, we might have a chance.
We go quickly, stealthily as we can, and get the children out as quickly as we can, and have that be our priority. I don't think we need to be fighting Gudakurl today. I think, as we've all seen, if we take him on now, the outcome might not be what we all want. And I've been down this road once already, and I can't do it again.
I think that's a great idea. If we could get in, we could do pass without a trace to get through the city as quickly and quietly as possible, and we can help them, and hopefully they would be encouraged to go in an opposite direction and not have to deal with that spell that Valeris' sister sets off. You know. the whole thing gets avoided.
We might be able to connect with Luca before he enters the city and use him as an escort.
Three of you are better climbers than the others. I can provide a reduced fall rate for the cliffside drop on the way in. For 5 of us, anyways.
Are
Are we still gonna go in through the cliffside, or are we just gonna go in through the front gates?
I mean,
This is just a town.
this is the whole idea. Is we're not trying to like we don't want to draw attention per se, but like we also are going to be getting there early enough in the dead of night. We could potentially go through the front gate.
But if we know,
Because
like, are these guards?
They're
these
checking the
Guardian
first
guards?
gate.
if Gujako's guards are at the gates of the city, they've already sent out the post. Like,
That's right. They're on the lookout. We do need to sneak in then. Could we sneak
So do
in
we
to-
want to split up?
No,
could
we
sneak
should
in
stay
closer to the
together.
ship? Is there
I don't-
potentially a way into the town that isn't all the way on the other side of it, where we know where the children are going to be, right? Can we not sneak in on that side of town or something?
No,
like
because
that?
the big old gorge in the middle, we have to go around. But if we get in, like if we were to go down the cliffside in the middle of the night, we could still do Pass Without a Trace and get through the city really quickly.
Cool.
And worst comes to worst, we could take a couple of guards if we had to. I mean,
Yeah,
we got enough.
We have to remember that like killing is not something we're supposed to be doing in this world. We're already
You-
wanted now for killing that one guy. But tying him up and knocking him out, or I guess those 15 men now. We got a list,
Yes, ma'am.
guys. We got a list.
When
Bethany,
the
you've spoken of
alternative
a
was a little
bridge.
feather fall action and some sneaky sneaks, I think we should do that.
Yes, we do. The bridge.
I think I might be able to give us the ability to walk across the water. Would that give us an advantage, a different way to get into the city?
Ooh, that's a good question.
There's
I don't know
water.
if there's water.
I think it's a canyon.
It's a very deep canyon. So there is water way, way, way down there.
Yeah, no, I think we just have to try. I think Pass Without Trace is probably our best bet. Just either take the few hit and spells and go down the mountainside and avoid most of the guards, and then just Pass Without Trace until we get there.
should we make any sort of an attempt to subdue their efforts, to slow their passage through the city, to buy this balloon as much time as it needs to get the distance it needs to go to be free of Valeris' sister?
I get the distinct impression that we will not be able to use Pass Without a Trace.
No, I'm kidding. I just want it's banned now because you guys use it too much.
Oh, you don't like 5 people having Pass Without Trace?
Maybe you should have thought of that at character creation.
How come none of you are wearing heavy armor? This is bullshit.
Get medium armor.
We're a sneaky party.
You keep trying to get me to wear it. I won't wear it. It's too loud.
Put on the plate armor.
I mean, actually, I do have scale melt that gives me disadvantage on stealth.
That's my boy, Bindu.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you guys could totally sneak through the city. That sounds like a valid option to me. If you can get through the front gate or however else you wish to get in the city, sure.
Nah,
In-
rendezvous with what's his bucket? The what's his name? The guy. You know the guy. The guy who was standing and watching. That guy. And then he wades into the fight. What's his name? So and so's friend. I'm
Luca?
doing great,
Luca?
guys.
Luca
Yes,
Van
Luca.
Dam?
Yeah. Do we want to try and meet up with him at some point? Like, do we want to look for him at all? Not like verbally, but just keep an eye out. And if we kind of find like him or spot his camp, maybe we change plans a little bit and like go and try
We-
and meet up and like team up.
We'd have to cross the bridge first because he's on the other side of the gorge.
Okay.
So we
okay.
still have to get through the city.
Also, There's this is all under the assumption that it's going to happen exactly as I saw it. But time changes, and Sabre can still see if she's tracking the children. She will see that they're heading in a different path, and that could screw everything up.
At the
Look,
we could
they're
maybe avoid
prepared.
the fatal fight that we definitely forced, that you definitely allowed. And perhaps we can make an ally out of this whole thing.
Well,
The fact is that they weren't tracking us, so I don't think they're going to be tracking
I'm
us. So
sorry.
if we get to a certain point that we were ahead of, then further ahead than last time, then we have the advantage. I'm just saying we don't want to send them in a direction that we can't help without us being in a position to do so.
So
we know that the bridge was trapped already. Why don't we put more precautions? Because we don't want them to get past that point, obviously, if they can't get past it. But like, we could be that line of defense standing next to Luke. Like, I don't want that to happen, but being prepared for that to happen, being in front of them, being the wall that stops them from going forward, even if it's just enough time to get the kids across.
My concern is that Sabre threw a fireball from like 400 feet away and blew up the damn balloon.
Well, yeah, but like Zyzerus, if he were to get a snake over there, because we'd get there sooner, tell them to go a different direction, and so that way
Or
they
not
start
take the balloon
heading.
at all.
And
Well,
I think
no.
their best option is to make sure that Sabre cannot fire any sort of spell towards them. I would very much like to ensure that she is eliminated before we cross the canyon.
Does anyone have counterspell?
Nope.
Oh,
Not an option, was it? We could kill her.
So this is a little late to ask this. I meant to message you earlier.
Go on.
Valeria, because she leveled up, she gets more spells. And as a third level spell, warlocks can have counterspell.
Oh, that's accurate. Sure.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
As long as you're alive to use it.
Yeah, as long as I'm alive. And I don't have charges currently because Valeria hasn't been hit by any spells lately.
You might have to taunt your sister.
Mm-hmm. That is.
You want
exactly
me to
what my
hit you,
mind is thinking.
Valeris? Is that what you want?
No, I don't go around just asking people to beat me. If I ever get the hankering, I'll see you there, if you insist.
It's better to do it with someone you know than someone you don't.
So the goal is to sneak through the first half of the city, and what?
I
What
agree
was-
with secure the bridge. I think we got to get over the bridge. If we're all of our parties on the far side of the bridge, then we're in a lot better position than we were in.
I mean, Zyzerus' solution sounded like ambush.
Trying to hold them at the front for as long as we can, or on the other side of the canyon. Making
What
use
if we
of
were to-
the trap to detonate it to prevent them from crossing at all.
What if we were to move all of those explosives on the bridge over to the front gate, or wherever they come from, and then explode it there?
Well, the thing
about the bridge is like if we blow up the bridge, you cannot get past it. If we blow up the front gate, they can still go around.
And so we just have to make sure that we're on the other side of the gate. Bridge,
Yeah, because
sorry.
we could do that ambush thing at the bridge, and then know that we can fall back and blow it up if we need to. Or just have the exact same thing happen and we all die. It's exciting.
At least we'll know how we die. That's
It's
the
true.
important part.
Is the balloon big enough to fit all of the circus troupe plus all of our party?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You see how many of you motherfuckers there are? Hell no.
Also, they have Vera and John.
are.
Well, we can always just throw John Baptiste out.
We're also light of foot.
They could probably take Dominus.
I said this the first time that they talked about the balloon, that they would be a sitting duck, and I'm very concerned that it will still be that way if Sabre can launch a spell from so far away without us being able to counter it.
Unless you guys take care of Sabre.
Unless we take
have
it.
to stop her.
But she was invisible.
I will say
She was
this,
invisible.
Jethro. You bring up a valid point. Nick counted, and there are 3 full rounds. It takes 3 full rounds before that balloon is inflated and off the ground. So you know that. Do with that information what you will.
Ooh, that's a good idea, Kiki.
What?
Still send the balloon up as a distraction
Like a-
and sneak the children out under cover of shadow.
They're busy pew pew pewing at the balloon. Meanwhile, we're sneaking away the other direction.
Do Sith Lords dream of planetary destruction?
I don't think it's wise for them to go up in the balloon. I think they'd be better off. They'd have better chances on the ground with all of us plus Lucas men, personally.
But are they
If they're
replicants?
fighting with us, we would be so much better off.
That's a great idea.
I
Just feel like them getting away fast in the balloon is like the best thing though. Like if we can get the balloon going in an opposite direction and we stop them, they can't catch them and they're gone.
I mean, my preference would be to avoid the fight today, but if that's the way things are trending, frankly, I think that balloon is more of a death trap.
And if we could get them to launch the balloon in a different direction entirely, then by the time that they're upon it, we could be a good distance back towards the queen with her children.
That's fair too.
But then again, Gutukurl seems to be ever at our heels, no matter how quick we are to escape.
Always one step ahead.
We cut through the beast's territory in order to have our time back to this Shade Valley, and here he is already.
How far is it to get back to the queen from here?
It's like multiple days, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, I know it's more than just like,
I mean, no, that's a correct, valid question. So from Shade Valley to New Anderhorst is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. So it takes just as long to get there as it did to get from Ebon Reach to Shade Valley.
That was 3 days, I think.
It was like a week.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's if you stick to the road.
I don't
It's
think they'd,
just-
they'd outrun Gutukurl on foot.
I don't think so either. Like it's like they're gonna be hunting us for multiple weeks, even if there's more of us. It's like I feel like this is the opportunity to give them the head start that they need, and the balloon's the fastest way to do that. Otherwise, they're just gonna be like running and.
What if this is a bit of a far shot and it would take a little bit of work, but we might have the time to do so. What if we stage the area where the Wander Troop is with the children and make it look like they perished, they died,
God,
We
or
could-
at least kids died, because that's what Gutukurl wants. He wants the queen's children.
So we fake their deaths?
Take their deaths.
Or is this a
Where do
trap
we
to
find
put them into then?
Where would we find
That's how
bodies?
smart it is. Try to
Make
fix, and then I don't think that far.
Do minor illusion or something like that. But like, here's the thing too: the explosives on the bridge, we could move them. So you're right. We could essentially create a booby trap.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I did not think about that. We could booby trap the courtyard, lure them in, and then boom.
Right, like there's the children and like as a minor illusion or something, and then like as they get closer to inspect it, they'll realize it's fake, but it's too late because they're already being exploded.
Like the sound of that.
How much does this town like its square?
They like it
Not
a
at
lot.
all.
They like it a lot. Thank you. They worked really hard on that square.
I'm sure they worked even harder on their bridge.
Yeah.
Think of
that's
how much
true.
they'll save in taxes to be able to rebuild once Guter Crow's gone.
Think of how many corners they'll know to cut for the next one.
Think of all the guards they won't have and the knights that won't be present to protect them, and then all the bandits move in on their trade routes.
We don't need to think about
Think
that.
of all
Okay.
that treasure. Poor defenseless treasure to save from those bandits.
We can't solve everything. My God. But can I
Sometimes we-
superman? Yes.
Sometimes we just need to bring a hammer into a brain surgery, okay, and hope for the best.
I mean, I had to look up how much damage those barrels actually do.
What do you do?
It's for me to know and for you to find out when they get lit.
A lot. They do a lot.
My biggest concern, I love all these plans. I love all these plans. My biggest concern is that Sabre has the ability to magically find people if she wants to. So even if you do the fake bodies and stuff like that, one search of where the person is, and she could find them.
So we need to kill Sabre.
If they
That's
don't
our main
want
target.
to save first try.
I think what we need to do is to ambush Gunter Kill, and our main target isn't going to be Gunter Kill or the other guy, it's to kill Sabre. Because it seems like no matter what we do, we run into the same problem of
He
Sabre.
knows where we are.
Yeah.
All the time. So I agree. I think we should get the Wonder Troop up and moving in a different direction, and then we set a trap for Sabre and just try to take her out.
What if we blew up the bridge before they even showed up?
I was going to suggest that we blow it up as soon as we get over it.
That would give us ground advancement for sure, or ground advantage.
Because
for sure.
explain the terrain, DM. Like, is it like how would they get around this gorge without the bridge?
It's a long way around.
Like how long? How many days would it put them back?
If they had to actually go to the next crossing, that's like a week. But like, I mean, there's the fly spell and other things like that for a few people, I guess. But
it would be, we would limit the numbers either way, right?
Yeah, severely.
Either they can't get across, or they're bringing only a handful of people, which is a lot more to manage.
Yeah,
Easier to manage.
Yeah. Your acts of terrorism would do that. Yes.
The thing I want to say is like
the high horse.
we would lose so much public opinion if Guter Kroll could then say those terrorists came into your town, blew up your bridge, and now you have to commute, 6 days to work. I think that would be bad in terms of, I don't think that we should not do things because we're afraid of what people think of us. I think if we want to blow up a bridge, we should blow up a bridge. But like, everyone would hate us. And the Queen would have such a hard time being like, yeah, these heroes.
What if it wasn't us that blew up the bridge?
They did it. Right.
So we're gonna
They did it. They blew up their own bridge that, wasn't that them? Or was that the Guter Kroll?
No, that was Luca. Luca did it. But what if it was an
Anybody know
accident,
this guy's
guys?
self?
Fires happen all the time on accident.
It's true.
Oh,
Like,
Valeris,
who
do you
says
know that
we're
spell?
the ones that lit it?
I do not know that spell. I do, however, have a disguise kit.
If you looked like your sister and then blew up the bridge,
Oh,
it
I
wouldn't
could
be your fault.
absolutely look like my sister. Don't-
Yeah, that's not even that hard of a disguise.
You just wink. and it's not you anymore.
That's an idea. I could disguise as Sabray.
We could do all of the things. I think we can make it all happen. Blow up the bridge, make it like someone else is doing it, and we get the children out and get them in a different direction and prepare for ambush.
Where would we like to prepare for our ambush if we're going to be blowing the bridge?
North Gate.
Just like the dream. I love it. I love it.
The gate to the north.
It's perfect. I will reveal it one moment.
I mean, tactically, it makes sense.
There you go. You guys can see it.
I can see Captain in the darkness. Oh, that one. There it is.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real fast while you guys plan and plot.
Gosh, guys.
Ideas on the table and like absolutely no direction.
Well, this is the butterfly effect, right? As soon as you
I've been
change
trying
one
to
thing
fight
in the
them.
past, everything's going to change.
So most, as far as immediacy goes, we should split up into groups. Some to deal with the explosives, possibly Luca. Some to meet up with the circus troupe to potentially reroute their exit.
If it comes to a fight with Gutakurl and his men, I volunteer to stay behind and fight.
Should we at least leave 1 or 2 people to look for Gutakurl's men?
I mean,
Or
I
on the
think
lookout?
I'd
I
rather
would
you be closer.
definitely.
Mm.
Send some sort of a signal whenever he's arrived.
If we can
scouts.
Scouts are good.
I could be a scout.
If we could keep you closer, I think everyone should be on the east side of the city.
So what if
over the gorge?
And then because if you're here on the map, right, you can see the front gate.
Yeah.
So that gives you time to run through the city, more time than going the long way around. Or be up in the mountains up here, and then you might be able to see them because you got crazy wicked eyes.
She'll do it. Fuck it.
Like if you can get up above this gate, that'll help with the ambush and with scouting because you
Well-
got good range.
Luca came from up here, so if we could
Mhm.
get with him and tell him, we're in this too, like she could be up here, and I don't know, like we have Dominus, I can summon a bear, and Zyzirus has his snake, so it's like we have options of like signal animals to run around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
it doesn't have to be a bear. I can summon something else. I always pick a bear. But yeah, no, Melia is super fast, so that's.
If need
Well,
be,
and
we
the
could-
range, right? You got huge range with that bow. We should put it to use.
I'm fairly certain that Valeris is the fastest.
I
Her
think
and
it's a
Trey,
tie
yeah.
between Valeris and Trey.
Yeah, right.
But if we link up with Luca and we are of the same agenda, we could also use some of his men as scouts. Because we kind of saw that they're prepared to die for this.
Yeah. So are we thinking like a group here on this side of the bridge, a group with the Wonder Troop,
and a group on lookout?
And a group on lookout? Does that? I'm just
If-
trying to put all the pieces together.
And then meeting all back up at the bridge.
Either the bridge or just get the hell out of town. And if they chase us, attack them through the north gate.
Well, because I feel like we need to try and just snipe or take out Sabre if we have the opportunity to. Because through scrying and possibly if she's teleporting him forward, because he's just ever advancing on our ass.
Yeah,
I
because she
feel like
can always.
putting a stop to her could be a pretty big hit to his forces.
100%.
I'm just throwing
Now,
this out
Luca-
there. Or you guys could just stop him right now.
We could actually stop him before he gets to the city, guys.
I mean, yeah, it's just like it's you. If you kill Sabre or if you kill Gooter Curl, you don't have to worry about Gooter Curl.
Well, let's just do it, guys.
Yeah, you guys want to just turn around and shake him?
You know, I find that really, really interesting that the guy who was rolling all those, 20s against us is suggesting that we go headlong into yet another fight with the guy who's gonna kill us a bunch of times.
What? Odane.
So when Luca came into the combat, I was on the other side of the map. Did he come from the aqueduct down into the city, or did he come through the gate?
I don't believe I told you that part.
No, but someone saw them arrive, so I wasn't sure how they saw them.
They saw them on the bluffs, and then they saw them descending into the city.
Okay, so we don't know how they got in exactly. I was thinking maybe what if we do the decoy with the balloon and just like rope the kids to the bluff? That way they're out of this the fray, and just take them with Luca's men.
It would be pretty advantageous from a political standpoint if Luca were to return the children.
Mm-hmm.
Would be pretty huge for Luca's name and everything. And the Hunters Guild.
And this time there are more than enough people to vouch for him and his honor.
Witnesses everywhere.
I will say Luca's domain lies that direction. To the east.
So we could send the balloon towards Luca's domain, and let Luca know that that's where we're sending them when we see him here in the city. And we could tell him to go off and collect them, go after them, and we'll hold off Gooter Curl / blow up the bridge or whatever we need to do. And then the kids will have the Wonder Troop and Luca to get them home safely.
That's not a bad idea.
It sounds like we got a plan.
I mean, hell, we could even do the double fake and still do the balloon, but have the kids drop off and then have the balloon. I still like the balloon distraction.
Anyone's gonna keep these kids safe. It's an entire guild of monster hunters.
Yeah.
True, it's true.
That's worked before.
Slaughtered ones. Oh god, I'm not over it. It's too soon.
Yeah, let's keep that child.
No, it's kind of right now to get over that trauma, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I really, you know what, Lucas, I gotta hand it to you, because I was like, Valeris dying, that sucks. But then it's like, you put it in a way where I was like, nope, this sucks worse. This can never happen. I will protect Valeris with my life. So thank you for that. Re-traumatizing me.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna let you guys do what you guys want to do.
Can we get that plan one more time? One more time for the seats in the back.
Thank you.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. We're planning on having like a group here. We have planning on having a group speak with Luca, so that way he knows the plan to send him to go gather the kids, and then we're gonna have a group go to the Wonder Troop to make sure they get out safely, and then there's scouts along the way. Am I wrong?
Reporting to the rest of the party.
So, if I was to put your tokens in the middle of this here map here, and we were putting people into groups of going where they're going, who would be going where?
Draw this out in the dirt in front of us, and Zyzeris is going to show, by placing his character pawn over the circus troop, that he's probably best suited to go convince them to go a different direction with their balloon.
Who would be best suited to go talk to Luca?
I think it'd either be Trey or Valeris. Which I mean, who has the highest charisma?
Valeris does, I think.
You know what? I like that even better because I would much rather you go talk to Luca than get your head cut off.
Does Luca think she's dead?
Oh.
Still? Does Luca still think that she is dead?
But yeah, probably.
So we don't want that to come off as a trick.
But Big Z's and Trey are still alive in his eyes.
Where you want them to go.
Well, that's my point. Is I'd like to be a scout because I don't communicate with the rest of the party.
Because the three groups were Circus Troop, Luca, Bridge.
Mm-hmm. And using familiars or the equivalent as scouts.
I mean, Big Z's will go speak to Luca unless you really, really wanted to, Jeremy. I won't take it from you. But I feel like I could get back. No, but Trey, you're fast. That's okay. We can. This'll work.
Jeremy, if you're talking, we
Jeremy
can't
muted?
hear you. Jeremy?
Oh, he has. Oh, there he goes.
Jeremy? Trey? Oh,
So there are three.
he said BRB gotta move vehicles
Yeah.
around. Oh, okay. He's
I didn't see him say back.
oh, okay. He's probably not here. Okay.
So,
So we
there
got
are three
the,
groups.
The Big Z's group is going to Luca. The Zyzeris group is going to the circus. And who wants to be my bridge representative?
I'll be a bridge representative.
Yeah, Valeris will be part of the bridge group. If we
One of my only.
use us to break this up to trick the townspeople.
Okay, so then
that's
we could
great.
assume Trey and Big Z's are going to Luca. So then, Jethro, are you going with Zyzeris? Is Jethro back? No. Tura, what are you up to?
Well, I was actually thinking about being one of the scouts, but there isn't really an effective way for us to communicate with the party quickly, like across distance, if we see something. So I'm like, is it a useless job, or is there a way to make it useful? I was thinking of switching my cantrips out so that I could have message, but that only works across a certain distance, right? 120 feet, so
Yeah,
we'd have to still be pretty close.
yeah.
I don't
That's
think
like
we're
for
still
being
gonna
in the same
have
room
a
as
separate
somebody.
Scouting party. What?
Messages like you're in the same room with somebody.
I have animal messenger.
I guess we could talk to a bird. Does it make sense to have a scouting party, or is that going to be too not useful? I don't know. I'm asking the question. Would it make more sense for us to be in town, or for us to stay as scouts?
Well, we were thinking have the scouting party be here on the cliffside. They have eyes watching Future Girl come in, and they can get back to us folks sooner. But yeah, it's a good question whether or not.
So like
Is
put Tura over here.
Do we think that gives us enough of an advantage? I guess
Yeah.
I'll be a scout. I'll be a scout,
And
because I don't
then-
know any of these people.
And then Jethro would go with Zyzeris.
Oh, I just threw myself in the map because I was on the gorge.
Yeah, I
My
put
thought-
everyone on the gorge because we're figuring out the
Okay.
groups.
My thought with Tura is I don't want you to be there by yourself if something were to happen or you get caught or something.
And
So-
Bindu's just going to the place he fears the most healing is going to be needed, which right now he thinks is going to be the bridge.
But Tura, if you're down here on the like little peninsula looking thing, you can see the front gate, then I can stay with you in case something happens.
Okay, and then Zyzeris would go to the circus troop by himself. I think that's okay.
Yeah, and I'll put Dom halfway. I get 100 feet of telecommunications with him, so I'm gonna use him as a scout in between Valeris and our group down here, because he can tell me what he sees. We share a language.
Cool. I like
And
these
then-
groups.
Then
Tura, we can dip through this alleyway if we need to.
have a small little plan of skating through the city, I suppose.
So then my next question is, how you getting into the city?
I think, taking Vixie's and what's my face, Malia's plan and sledding on in.
Well, with 2 spells, we can all just float down.
That is
fall down.
accurate. That's an accurate statement.
Yeah.
So we can make this trivial if we want to just do it without hurting ourselves.
I suppose.
Oh,
if you
also-
want to have
also-
less fun,
sliding down a mountain, that would cause clouds, dust, and stuff, right?
coming
Noise,
down
noise.
the mountain.
Yeah.
Very visible entrance.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's really cool, you guys. I've done it before.
Slow descent.
Hey, Traven.
Is Traven back? No.
Traven, come back.
He was moving the cars last we heard.
That was 40 minutes ago.
Was it?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Boo boo.
Where's he moving them to?
Kansas?
Might take him a little longer than
Well,
40 minutes.
when you
Yeah.
fast travel. He also said he was getting beer, so I don't know if he's getting it delivered or not.
Do we just want to take a 5-minute break, or?
I mean, we can.
Yeah.
Sure, 5 minutes. Be back at 4:45 or
All right.
7:45 on the East Coast. I don't know what
Well,
time zone Oklahoma's in.
6:45 Central.
6:45 Central.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Well, I'm gonna get a snack.
Oh, man. I wish someone else had a cool ability like Traven so we didn't have to use 2 spells on this.
Amanda made mac and cheese, and I didn't even know that was happening.
Ooh.
I am
a spell that I can cast, but I don't know who the most beneficial person is.
Just a casual game of putt-putt before we're all dead.
I'm trying to see who I should give bonus initiative to. It's kind of difficult.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, who's the best person to go first if we need them to.
Clearly, the answer is Valeris, so she can be in the front, and everything can go exactly the same as last time, right?
Yeah. Actually, I want her to go slow, so that way the rest of the battlefield gets set up before she gets involved.
Why? That doesn't sound like any fun.
Yeah.
How did Rachel get a hole-in-one before I even loaded?
Ideally, we want someone first that's going to do controls. That's Vixis and myself and Skyceris, I believe. Ben, you there?
I am.
Well, what do you got in the ways of, like, first round of combat? What do you feel like he's going to do?
What I have learned in my years playing a cleric is that clerics are not going to be a whole lot. They've got to react.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing I can think of that I think would be pretty beneficial is at 3rd level, I have a spell called Beacon of Hope. And what it does is, as long as I can maintain my concentration for 1 minute, I can guarantee that everybody in the group has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Beacon of Hope's really good.
So I can just sort of, like, if everybody's kind of sort of together, I can be like, all right guys, we got this, and then maximize the efficiency of our healing throughout the fight. But I've got to sort of stay out of harm's way to do it.
Yeah, start using your action to dodge. That way you keep your concentration going.
Trey's back!
Hi, Trey.
Sorry about that. I opened my side gate so Patrick could park his truck in my yard, and the goddamn battery died in the gate, so I had to get a new battery because the dogs are out and the puppies will run out in the street. So I've been digging through my garage for the past however long I've been gone, trying to find a battery, and I found one.
It was kind of funny because I was like, oh, he's moving the cars, and then Lucas was like, that was 40 minutes ago.
I am sorry about that, but everything is good, everything is safe, and I have chips.
You got beer?
I did. I had a beer
Nice.
delivery show up. Process of looking for the battery.
I don't know what just happened to my ball.
So what's the plan?
All right, Phil Traven in.
So we're gonna have 3 different groups. There's going to be a group that goes to the Wonder Troop. And they are going to warn that party and, you know, get them going in the right direction. And then there's going to be a troop that goes to Luca, and we tell Luca to go and basically pick up the kids from the Wonder Troop, so that way, I went really far. So they're gonna go and... No. Sorry, I'm playing putt-putt.
I'm sorry.
So
we're gonna have a Wonder Troop go and tell Luca that the kids are going to go towards his domain in the balloon, so that way he can go and escort them back to the Queen. And then there's gonna be the 3rd troop, the 3rd group that's gonna be set up on the, like at the bridge waiting for Goodercurl. We're also gonna have scouts, that way we can see when Goodercurl gets there, so that way if we need to speed up or slow down the domino of events, we can. Oh god. Damn you.
Speaking of the scouts, I was just thinking, do we want Melia and Valeris as scouts since they're faster? Question mark.
Who's faster?
Well, you gotta talk to your boy.
I gotta talk to. I love that boy.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, either you or Valeris, because nobody else knows this man.
Or me.
Well, or
Yeah, we know
Valeris is probably dead in his eyes, and so we don't want to freak him out by being like, "Hi, I'm Valeris," and he goes, "You are dead."
yeah, you're dead to me. So I was just thinking, I was like, oh, it'd be cool to be a scout, and then I realized I'm in a wheelchair and I don't move very fast.
Well, I
Did
think
I?
because sorry, Amelia isn't faster. She still has to use an action in order to get that dash, but she is at least stealthy. She is at least stealthy because I have a +7.
You've got
to
the
stealth.
dex. You're definitely better at stealth than me.
Yeah.
That, and I was trying to think. I was like, magically, as far as what I can do in combat and stuff, everything is like relatively short range for me. So I probably actually shouldn't be running scout.
Well, you all are having this conversation as you emerge from the woods and see the road leading up to Shade Valley. The sun is just about to rise, so it's that gray time of the morning where you can see, but like everything kind of loses its color. You can hear the wind blowing through the canyon. It's very different than the last time you stood on this bluff, Jethro. Sorry.
Yep.
Sat on this bluff.
Yep. Nope. That's about right.
So,
So-
I asked, what would you like to do?
Did we decide if we're going through the gates or if we're going down the side?
I think we should take the quick route down, the quiet route.
Yeah.
Nope. Ready. Following your lead.
So we're gonna stealthily jump into the town.
I think
Yay.
we. I don't want to speak for Traven.
Last time that we did this, you passed without trace and then pushed me off the cliff. I think that is a wise tactic to have again, but this time we'll do it as a group.
Okay. Trey
Who's-
will pass cast Pass Without a Trace for a key point.
Okay, and then who are my feather fallers?
Xyzeris can cast Featherfall,
And
spending the
Jethro
spell
cast
slot
one.
to do so.
Okay, and I believe Tura used that, and Jethro, you used your inspiration last time, I believe.
I didn't get it on this go around, so I don't have them.
Malia does.
I didn't foresee the change of weather.
I can't see in the dark very well.
Okay. So you gather around Trey. Trey, what's it look like as you cast this Pass Without a Trace, extending your shadows to the others?
We're gonna do some Shikamaru vibes. I'm going to so as the sun's going down or coming up, I missed that part. Long
It's
shadows, yes?
coming up.
Okay, as the sun's coming up and everyone casts a long shadow, I'm going to reach down in the ground and grab my shadow, and when I touch my shadow, it's gonna like reach out to everybody's shadow, and then I'm going to pretty much steal everybody's shadow, and then pick it up in a ball in my hand and then throw it down on the ground, and the shadows are just gonna explode in this vapor as everybody's shadows come back, but they're also a little shadowy.
Big brother's so cool.
Alright, I need everyone to roll me stealth checks!
Woo, stealth!
Here we go.
So you get plus 10, not advantage.
You do get plus 10. So that's a 22,
23.
23, 33, 27, 20.
Oh, y'all ready for this?
Also, just for the sake of saying it, Xyzeris is casting Mage Armor on himself.
Noted.
28 for Jethro. I just fucking ET'd this shit.
There's Bindu's natural one. Good to know. Good to know.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Wait.
This is very important.
One, two.
Oh
Did Tura also roll a 1? Hell yeah!
no!
Oh, I can't do it.
I
I used my reaction for Featherfall.
Quick, put on the heavy armor.
Have that.
Yeah. Put
Wait,
on the
can I
heavy
use
armor.
my? Can I put on? Wait, can I use my inspiration to help fix this?
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna... Yes. The answer is yes.
How in tune with Bindu's armor did you get?
If you do fix one of these, only one natural one in the party definitely changes things. So I guess the
Isn't that
question
cool?
is, well, yeah, Bindu rolled a nat 1 on his stealth, and Tura rolled a nat 1 on her stealth.
Oh.
So you have to pick who
You
you're
like
going to
one.
help.
Oh, she has a. I'm sorry. She has a closer. Oh, she has a
You
bigger
got
rela-
kissed this morning.
Yeah.
And I understand completely. I just want you to remember how unpleasant that kiss was, and just know that that's the future you're signing up for. We haven't made out yet. You don't know what's on the other side.
Oh shit.
She's dealing with a lot of complicated feelings right now, and
I would just like to remind Tura, we haven't made out yet either, so you don't know how good or bad that kiss was.
Oh. This is the branching timeline in one of those games.
love
where it's
triangle
like
is
one of your
triangling.
companions will not like this.
Usually don't appreciate Bindu's lack of appreciation for consent. Walking up to
Key, y'all.
Oh shit.
So,
Made up. Yeah.
so Malia, what are you doing with that inspiration, if anything? You could keep it for yourself, too. You know, you could always look out for number 1, Malia. I'm just saying.
she's
Alfred.
she's not her brother. She'll look out for Bindu. Just as he's about. Yeah, just as he's about to step off and like onto an unstable cliff edge, she's going to grab him by his hood and kind of pull him back.
All right.
It's good.
You wrap your hand gingerly around his waist and pull him back from the edge. Go ahead and make me a one more roll, just one straight roll there, Bindu.
Please, God, don't roll another one.
Oh, he can't.
Do fine.
All
right
right.
down the middle.
Much
2
better.
ones.
So that's going to be a 21 for Bindu, bringing the group average much higher. So instead of Bindu stepping on the loose earth, it is Tura that does step on the loose earth. So a little earth kind of gives way. But at this time in the morning, who's paying attention, right? Actually, I should roll for that.
No, we don't need to.
Well, I'm gonna roll a yield D100, and we're gonna see.
Sleepy from a party the night before.
Okay. So you all jump off into the dark, basically, and float down with the help of Xyzeris and Jethro spells. Right? Those two? And you all are able to stealthily move through the city. I will say it takes time to move through the city slowly, but Jethro, you figure you have about 3-4 hour head start on when Gooter Curl's going to show up. So you have time as you move about the buildings.
Is on my side.
We don't have time.
Of Shade Valley.
Anyone stops for kombucha, I swear to God.
You do see that, like, this is the time of day where, like, people are just waking up. If they're, like, you know, the baker is just waking up, and other people like that get up early in the morning.
Silver Bell.
But for the most part, this is a people are asleep right now. There's not a lot of movement going on at 4 a.m.
Five-minute snooze, real quick.
There is the possibility that we could just get the children out of town before Kudakol even shows up.
As you do go past, like, the town square, you see that there are still patrols of guards moving about.
Oh shit, get a cardboard box.
My father was in here raving.
I think whoever's the best at, like, survival should path a way through the city.
I got a +8.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What Melia? What you rocking on that survive?
Oh, that survival? +4.
Oh, damn, Bixes.
I don't roll well, though.
Fixus, you said it was which way past the square again?
Yep, it should be that way.
I approve of Bigsy's inheriting Amanda's problems of left and right.
Oh my god, for our travel checks, I used to co-direct with Bixis because she didn't know where she was going.
You know.
Could Valeris give her assist on that roll? Because I'm sure that Valeris has been to Rose Grove.
Shade Valley, but sure, yeah.
Shade Valley. We're not in Rose Grove anymore.
Nope.
That's much better.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
I'm sorry. I forgot when we came from a different angle than previously. I thought so. You know, it's definitely gonna be that way and not this way.
Okay, you guys are able to pick your way across to the bridge crossing. The door to the bridge crossing is closed for right now. Is it closed? No, I'm gonna say it's not closed.
Situation.
I'm gonna say it's not closed. There are guards there, but the doors are not closed across the bridge.
Who's really good with talking?
Like, who's our face?
Let me see.
Bendu's our abs.
Oh shit, that's
He's our
right.
abs, but we need
I-
a talker.
Hey,
Uh,
my abs do plenty of
True,
talking.
right?
That's not Trey.
Persuasion, right? No.
I have a
I have
plus
intimidate.
7 to persuasion.
Oh shit!
That's right. I switched all my stats around.
I think if the
Oh, no.
castle demonstrated anything, Valeris is a pretty good face.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I didn't see anything.
Well, watch and learn, Zizarius. You might learn a thing or two here.
Oh shit.
She
I'm
will
sorry.
take the lead and approach the gate.
The guard greets you. Good morning. What's your business?
We are just passing through in order to get through town.
Okay. Where are you traveling to?
We are traveling to what is a nearby town, Nick, that would want us to get through this gate.
There are
I guess
no
I can say
towns between here and New Anderhorst.
We are headed straight to the city, actually, New Anderhorst.
Under what business?
Honeymoon? No.
Zizarus is going to.
Recreation? We're on a family vacation?
Zizarus is going to step up behind Valeris, hopefully providing some assistance, and like showing the green flame lantern he's got, like opening up like a cloak, revealing it. Business on behalf of the eternal flame.
I heard the Eternal Flame went out.
And that is exactly what we are doing, is trying to figure out why it went.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Come on, V and Z, VZ.
21.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Watch how this done. You fumble over your words, and Z's just like, "Let me help you."
Green flame.
Green flame.
That's an awful lot of you.
It's an awful important task. I'm sure you understand, Sir God.
Requires 2 wizards? Anyways, sorry to hold you up. By chance, you haven't seen 2 little kids, running around with a bunch of circus freaks, have you?
No, I can't even remember the last time I saw a proper circus, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, big reward if you find them. You...
How big?
Quite large. Insert big number here.
Paid by
Whoa.
whom? Who's offering this reward for these mystery children?
By the Lord Guterkurl for their safe return.
We'll be sure to keep a lookout then. We
They,
wouldn't
they,
want any harm to
the,
them.
the kids have been kidnapped, as you see, so we're on the lookout for them.
That is absolutely dreadful. We will definitely keep an eye out.
Do you know?
What?
Are they Gutakur's children? What interest has he in them?
I don't know. I didn't really ask. They just told us that the children were kidnapped and we need to find them. Seemed like the right thing to
Lot
do.
of money to offer for children that you're not quite invested with.
Sure, there's some nobles' kids.
Ah, yes. Well, we're just passing through, so we'll be going now. We'll be keeping an eye out for them.
Okay. Have a good morning.
Have a good morning to you as
Have a blessed day of Zophiel under Zophiel's sun. And he steps aside and lets you through.
When we get onto the bridge, do we see any sign of those barrels?
Make me a perception check. You do not.
They're not set up yet.
Because Luca isn't here yet. Probably.
Blow the bridge if there's no explosives.
Right. Slight
Just see what
observation.
happens.
Then, if the explosives aren't there, then we want to have controlling magics. I will stay on this side of the bridge and provide a stopgap.
We don't know when Luca will arrive, so who's to say when
we
he
haven't
has
seen
those set up?
Precisely. In case they have the ability to advance faster than I think, we should have some precautions placed until that eventuality happens.
The major part of this plan is to make sure we get the kids to safety, not killing Gudiko, right?
Children first, yes. Then Sabre, then all the high-value targets after that.
However, if you do get a hold of my sister, please leave me the killing blow.
That's fair.
Do my best, but no promises.
For head. For the sake of the scrying, maybe we kill her right away. I don't know.
I know your sister, right? She was in the guild.
No,
she came to the guild with the note of warning.
Oh.
You've seen her like twice now.
All right.
Are we sure she's like an actual bad apple? Like,
As soon
As soon as she saw Valeris die and didn't flinch, yes.
Yeah.
okay,
She's
that's fair.
kind of
That's
a
fair.
bitch.
I'm not very good at reading people.
So am I going to look for Luca now?
Are you gonna come with me for that? Because you were gone when we put that on the table, so I guess
yeah.
both of us can go, yeah. Because we know Luca well. So that way he listens to us.
Jethro will point to where he assumes Luca will come from, so that way they know roughly the location he saw him on the bluffs.
He should be up there in 2 hours, maybe an hour.
If we head that way now, we should make enough time to find him.
We should have more than enough time to set up. Maybe
Yeah.
move the children or get the balloon going now. Yes.
However, since the bridge is guarded, we might not want to hang around to.
I assume we're all like walking and talking.
Yes.
Where are you walking to?
To be stealthy in the town, he seemed like he was kind of out in the open and not really a bad guy in the dream, right? Like, couldn't he just be there? Couldn't we like ask a guard, hey, have you heard of this guy? Do you know if he's around? And have them point us in his direction? Like, he's not inherently like an outlaw like we are, right?
Well, no,
Luca, he wasn't in town. He showed up outside of town, like on this hill above the town.
He came in like Lone Ranger.
I don't think we should sit around waiting for him. I think we should get out of there. But
we can't blow up the bridge without him, though.
Yeah, so we're just
the bridge if we're out of there before Gooder Girls men get there, right?
I think we want to get the children out of town before Gooder Girl makes it to the town, right?
Yes, and the point of blowing up the bridge is to waylay him about a week for the next crossing on the bridge.
So that way he can't get to them.
And then by that time
If we want to blow up a bridge, we'll blow up a bridge. I have faith in it.
But I think getting the children and getting Luca involved with what's going on is the primary thing. And Jethro will dip down here around these trees and lay low if he has to. And he's ready to cast a spell to at least hinder the bridge until we get a more concrete plan.
Yeah, if it isn't, if it wouldn't be too much of a detour, Valeris could go with Vixes and Trey to meet up with Luca and still be back in time to enact the bridge.
You also have range, so as long as you can get within range, you can do it. Which might be better, so that way you don't die to the axe of Odane the
Odane
Red.
the Red. So yeah, Valeris has to go with Vixis and Trey then. Until it is time to blow up the bridge.
Caceres, do you need someone to go with you?
Not necessarily. I think I have enough of a history that they should believe me, especially with some of the proclamations that are they're about to see unfolding rapidly. But we are going to try and get them to evacuate eastward, yes? We're no longer going with the balloon being a diversion plan? Just double checking.
I would say have them fly low in case the children need to jump out.
Heading towards
yes,
Lucas.
Yes.
Heading towards Lucas territory, yes. And if Luca has horses, then he can take the children and ride. And it's far faster than anything they should have access to at the moment.
If one of you who knows where the Lucas estate is at might be able to mark it on such a map for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want one of the monster hunters to go with Caceres then instead of going to Luca? Oh, maybe Valeris, since you are technically dead to Luca, maybe you go
It's
with
over
Steve.
there.
Oh, there we go. That would work.
55 feet that way.
Right? Yeah, just over the canyon wall. That's right over there. But I think if Valeris went with Caceres, it would be less of a shock to the whole Lucas system, and it should
I could do that
play
then.
better.
That would make more sense. And she'd still be within the city, because who knows how far out Luca is in general.
Yeah, I mean, you're only a couple hundred feet from anybody else in the party, so.
What, you did a ×5 scale, right, Nick?
Yeah.
I think that's right.
So, she'd make that a no.
Yeah. 5 rounds, right? So you're 90 feet, that's 30 feet times 3 for you. 5 rounds to get to the bridge.
I mean, that's like 30 seconds, so that's pretty fucking fast.
That's very fucking fast.
She's pretty fucking fast, yeah.
And to get in range of your bow, you're only talking half the rounds. And then if you can get to a high point, you can start shooting them off if you need to.
Okay,
yeah,
so
she has a short bow.
It's still like 180 feet, is it what?
80 to 320, yeah.
Few questions. What are Bindu, Jethro, Tura, and Malia gonna do while Caceres and Valeris go do their thing and Trey and Bigsies go do their thing?
Wasn't know any of those people. Tura's just gonna stay and guard the bridge. Basically, like, if she sees Kudrakuro or anything coming across the bridge that shouldn't be coming across the bridge, she's probably...
I guess, so you guys are gonna loiter around the bridge?
I think we should hide in the greenery just outside the bridge and just keep an eye on it.
Places in the town where we can sort of, like, you know, we'll be like those FBI agents who loiter in the park with newspapers and trench coats. We'll be
Sitting
like
down
that.
at the cafe.
We'll be super casual.
I mean, you do have a couple hours to kill in this town before everything goes down, I guess.
Yeah, we
That'd
can't
be
help
enough
it.
time to transcribe an invisibility scroll in my book.
Is it?
If I had the gold for it, yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
You know what? I'll write down the working theory. I'll pull out a book, pull out my spell book, and do the working theory, and then once I get the gold, I'll do the final.
Okay. Are you guys going to try to stay stealthy? Are you trying to hide? Are you gonna be out in the open?
Gonna make out.
You gonna make out some more?
Remind me the time at this point, Nick. How far are we from Gooder Curl making the city wall? At this point,
At this point, like 3 hours.
I can keep us hidden, but it's gonna tax me heavily.
Well, I don't
Well, I
think
don't think we need to
Bindu,
skip.
Tira, and Melia.
I don't think we really.
I think we really need to be like sitting right there at the thing, like waiting for a guard to be like, "What the heck are you doing?" But like, is there something we could be working on? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I know people are walking around because it's a city and stuff, but like any sort of like traps or of the sort that we could try and. I guess probably not.
Speaking of working on, what if we find the balloon and like inflate it ahead of time? Are we allowed? Would we get in a huge amount of trouble? And is it trouble we couldn't talk our way out of?
I mean,
yeah, if we just went straight over there, like, you know, Zyzeris and Valeris are heading over there, but it's just like, it took them 3 rounds to get off the ground. If we could get them out of here before Gudurkurl even shows up, that's just better.
Then,
I mean,
yeah, let's go.
there's a possibility of just getting the children out of town a couple of hours of head start before Gudurkurl makes the city.
So if we put more forces towards that and like protecting the balloon getting up, Big C's and Trey can head in the direction we know Luca to be in and let him know of our plan. And we could even circle back and kind of like even stand up here where Luca would be and just see what happens. I don't know, or just fucking get out of town.
So it sounds to me like maybe Bindu, Jethro, Tura, and Malia should go with Zyzeris and Valeris.
What's happening?
Well, it's apparent that we don't need to watch the bridge, so standing around the bridge or hiding around the bridge is going to draw undue attention to ourselves. So we might want to make ourselves busy because we've got like 3 hours before Gudurkurl's going to show up.
Oh, I thought we were going to hide up in the canyons.
Well, Melia for sure can go up there. Maybe you go up, with Trey and then go sneaky or Frost or something.
Yeah, that's what she'll do.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I do think that the easiest way out that's not a gate is going this way and then up this way and then up out.
The canyon pass.
1 or 2 scouts there by the bridge, so like, if there's something for the rest of us to be doing, we absolutely should. So I think that's a good idea. We can try to go find the balloon. We can ask the guard, or if we know where it is, go to it.
You know what? I think we should, if we have the opportunity to get a couple hours head start, let's get the children moving. They still have to go through the town to get to us. If we get the children moving, then we have a head start and we can trap them somewhere else.
I don't think we should be asking the guards for directions or like saying, "Oh, have
we
you
should
seen
avoid everyone."
Yeah, we shouldn't be asking questions. Instead, I think we should be relying on what we saw in the premonition, like where the balloon came from. If it came from if it was heading northwest, then we should check the opposite direction and see what's happening there. You know? Because if we say, "Hey, have you seen a helium balloon?" People are like, "Why are you asking me about helium balloons?" You know?
Yeah, no, we've definitely questioned people about stuff when we probably shouldn't have asked questions at all in the past, so we can definitely try and be a little bit more stealthy this time around.
I think
to anyone, stranger danger.
We should get these children moving. If we have a couple of hours, letting them sit and play it out is worse for us.
I agree. So I vote we split up. I mean, I think it's good to have maybe like, okay, so Dominus is there on the ledge to see if he can see people coming in, but trying to get them out, and then Luca aware that we're getting them out, so that way he can hopefully meet them, and then maybe we don't even have to see him today. That'd be cool too.
Yep. All right. So we're splitting up into 2 groups. 3 of us are going to go see the Luca angle, and then the rest of us are going to go to the blue.
I'm just saying, Bixies, it doesn't sound like somebody who wants revenge.
I want revenge, but I don't want my sister to die a second time. Now that Jethro's put that vision in my brain, it's haunting me.
Another beheading.
I didn't say
we couldn't circle back and blow up the bridge when they're on it. Like,
Get
the kids
What's
out
a little
first.
arson, right?
All right. So, Bigsy's Trey and Malia are going to make their way up into the canyon and to the other side and going to make your way out to the plains to look for Luca and his group, correct?
Correct.
Oh.
I thought I was still going to watch over the. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna branch off. And
I think
find a
that's the
position
path
apart.
you take, and
Okay.
then you
Okay.
branch off. Right?
Okay.
Let me get stealth checks from the three of you.
You guys are still
21.
under pass with Traven.
31.
19. Oh.
Trey
fuck.
bed.
I thought you said you were.
You said you were drinking water
Still at
today.
19.
I tripped. There's a cat. It scared me. Oh wait, no. I saw a dog and it gave me an evil eye. I got distracted.
Okay. So Malia, you
Damn
kind of
buckets.
camp out above the town as Trey and Bigsies go making their way out into the underbrush of the plains, and eventually, Trey, you step on a stick as you're walking and find a knife to your throat. As Darnell comes out of the shadows behind you.
Darnell!
Do the monster hunters have a whistle?
Yes.
I'm gonna just very softly whistle it.
He steps in front of you and looks at you and goes, Trey, what are you doing out here?
Hi, mate. I need to talk to Luca. If I tell you, you're not gonna believe me.
He's not here.
What are you
He
doing
will be
here?
though.
Just making my way to Shade Valley is all.
And so is Gudiko. Also, those
When he
rats are
says-
there.
When he says Luca's not here, can I do a perception check to see if he's lying?
He's fucking lying.
He's lying.
You see him over in the corner. You can't hide behind a tree because that shining fucking armor that he's got on.
Lucas just poking around the corner.
He looks like
Darnell, we-
Rafal tried to hide, just like a
Those
beacon.
are golden lions over there. Don't pay any attention to those.
Look, Darnell, we don't have time to fuck around today, okay? Where is he?
Bixes?
Yep.
You have grown up. I have not seen you in. What are you doing here? Why?
Basically the same thing you are. Where's Luca? We can all have a lovely conversation in about 5 minutes, and we'll fill you in. You'll fill us in. It'll be a great time. But we really have time crunch right now. You know how these things are.
You guys don't understand. I have something I gotta do, like, now.
You don't need to blow the. Wait, did he tell us about the bridge blowing?
Darnell didn't.
What's up?
Wait, yes or no?
Darnell certainly didn't.
Oh, yeah.
But Jethro did.
Look, Darnell, it's really gonna work out better if we're all on the same page for whatever's gonna be happening in the next few hours. He won't take 5 minutes. Point us to where Luca is. Come talk with us for 2 minutes, and then you can continue what you were supposed to do.
You see him kind of take a step back from the two of you, like, very suspiciously. Like, he's very suspicious of the situation. So I need you to make me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm really good at those.
That's not bad.
11.
Not bad.
Is Traven helping at all?
Come on,
Yeah.
Trey, help me out. Come on, Trey.
Trey,
Yes.
roll me a persuasion check.
Come on, Traven. You guys
Sorry.
are great at
I was on a
this.
beer run. I'm sitting back down.
Come on, Traven. Talk better.
God damn.
Oh.
Darnell, it's like kind of adamant, like, and Trey, you know him to be the this man does not fail a mission type, and so he's like, the two of you need to get out of my way. I need to get to Shade Valley before the sun comes up.
Just tell us where Luca is and we'll go.
Just point.
Just beyond that ridge.
Just don't kill yourself.
Amanda, I need you to come up with a name for the person that's on watch.
Bob.
I was gonna say Felipe.
Oh, I like
Felipe?
Felipe
I love
is great.
Felipe.
Is Felipe a halfling, a human,
Sounds
or
halfling.
halfling?
Halfling,
Okay,
100%.
this is now Felipe.
That is such a halfling name.
Before Darnell goes, Bixie's is gonna do like, you know, like that bro handshake where you just like grab each other's arm, like, you know, and she's gonna be like, you know, just no words, just she knows.
Darnell like grips your forearm and says, I don't know how the hell you two found yourselves to be out here, but it's good to see you. And then he heads to Shade Valley.
I would make him stop, you know, and I would try and convince him, but it's like, he is essential to get that
And he
stuff
runs
set up,
into
so-
Amelia? Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll see. We're gonna get to that later.
This
The
is the
two
person Amelia shot at in the flashback.
Wait,
Oh no! Oh no!
So Trey and Bigsy's, the two of you kind of go over the next rise, and you do see Felipe there on watch over a small camp.
Do the Monster Hunter whistle.
Felipe does the whistle back.
And we approach.
Half expected to see Darnell coming back. What are the two of you supposed to do in here?
You know, just looking for some friendly conversation. Can we, and she's gonna kind of point behind him towards, can they see Luca?
Yeah, I will say at that point Luca's coming out of his tent, and he says, Trey, Bigsies, what are you doing here?
Rafal?
I'm pretty sure that's the voice I did for Luca, right?
I am here.
I'm pretty sure it was.
It
I
was
think you
pretty
did
much.
do the Rafal voice from.
That's his stoic voice. Come on.
Well, walk up and do the predator handshake with Luca.
Luca just pulls you in for a big old bear hug.
I'm gonna hug him back. It's been a while. I miss this sumbitch.
And Luca grabs you too, Bigsies.
She'll take a hug. She likes hugs.
What are the two of you doing out here? I don't know. We're on a very dangerous mission.
I think we're on the same mission, mate. We're trying to save those kids.
Make me a persuasion check, Mr. Trey.
With advantage, because I'm standing right here with them.
And me and him are
straight roll.
buddies. We're buddies.
Straight roll.
So advantage, yeah? Buddy
dun.
roll.
Straight roll because that's a sus thing to say.
I'd be afraid.
I'm not that god, mate.
12 is okay.
He looks at you and he's like, how did you know that's what we were out here to do?
My little brother's a time wizard.
Bigsies will shrug in agreement, like, yeah. I mean,
Luca just kind of looks at you with like this blank expression on his face.
Yeah, I've told you about Jethro, my little brother. We've talked about him before. He went to the college. He,
Oh, the one that you paralyzed. Yeah, I remember that story.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, him. He's got these crazy powers, and I wouldn't believe him myself, except the stuff he says comes true, and I've seen him stop things, and I've seen the things he sees, and I saw this plan go up in smoke.
Oh.
I saw
he
his
looks.
wizard.
Luca looks at Bigsies. He's like, "Is that a bad pun?"
you know, I mean, it's a little bit of both, because, you know, there's definitely philosophized. It wasn't good. It was really bad. It was really bad. So we're here now because we're trying to hopefully change the outcome, because apparently Jethro says that we can do that kind of thing. But no, he's for real. We're here on the same thing you are. And we've already got our plan in action. We know that you sent Darnell to go and take care of the bridge. And we know where the kids are going to be leaving from, and we wanted to let you know that we're going to be sending them in your direction, and we need you to take care of them after that. She's going to kind of point like towards his domain area.
Luca looks at the two of you, and he kind of is stroking his beard, and he says, "So I have a mole then? Who told you all this?"
Look, I know it's not an easy thing to believe, but like for real, the time we drank some kombucha, did some weird shit. I saw most of everyone I love die, so it's not a good thing, but it's also a good thing that we're ahead of it this time. Last time we came too late.
I know that happened 10 years ago. 15. Has it been? How long has it been?
It doesn't matter because the same thing happens today if we can't get our shit straight. So I just need you to trust me on this one.
Brother,
Felipe like walks over. He's like, maybe we should listen to him, boss. Okay. Wait, so who's gonna take care of Gooter Curl?
We've got some plans in the works. I don't know if it'll take care of him completely, but I mean, at the very least, we can get you a head start with the kids.
This could be our chance to take care of him. We can't let him become king.
I agree. We need to kill him tonight.
Become king.
And we need to rescue Sabre.
We need to what?
Rescue Sabre.
There's no rescuing her.
But I love her. What are you talking about?
Oh my god,
Mate, she's evil.
in love with her.
But she is not evil. What has gotten into you, Trey?
Well, that's a hell of a detail to leave out, Summer.
Nate,
Oh no.
No, we have to take care of Gooter Curl, and then Sabre will come with us.
Okay, alright. We kill Gudakel, and you and... He almost says Valeris' name, but stops himself. We won't kill Gudak. We won't...
Well, how
about this? You go take care of the kids, and we will take care of Gooter Curl, and you know, we'll do our best to make sure Sabre gets to you safely.
Well, I will come with you. The rest, we'll leave Felipe and the rest to rendezvous with... Did you say a circus troupe?
Big C's is gonna put her hands on Luca's shoulders. Luca, I do not trust anyone else to take care of these kids as well as I know you can. You have to be the one to bring them back. That way all of these things that have been said about you, it can all be put to rest. It has to be you.
Why would Sabre come with you? Why wouldn't she just defend Gooter Curl like she's trained to do?
She's not trained, mate. That's a decision. She's not there because she's trapped. She's there because she wants to be.
That can't be true.
Wait, how did... Valeris died supposedly to an assassin, correct?
Good. With
She never...
She died.
After leaving
along
the
with-
scene of the crime with the Eternal Flame, that same assassin followed her.
But
Luca knows her to be dead at the same time Fire died.
Yeah, that's what the story is.
Yeah, so Luca knows that all that happened, and he never knew anything else about Valeris.
If she loved you, mate, why wouldn't she be by your side right now? Why would
Because
she be helping him?
she has to. That's like what her whole noble wizard, advisor thing is about. She has to. I will point out, you guys do remember Luca is not the brightest individual.
I was gonna say, oh no, he's an idiot.
Right, Luca. Mate, if her duty is to defeat Shu, and she's upholding her duty, you owe it to her to do the same.
That's what I mean. We have to rescue her. That's exactly. See, you understand.
And what if she doesn't want to be rescued?
Of course she does.
That's not what I asked, mate. I need you to think about that implication.
Well, she loves me, that's why.
You know what? Let's
I don't know if that part's true.
I think the only way that you'll be able to convince him if he does indeed come to Shade Valley with you. Or if you somehow convince him that Valeris is indeed alive and that Sabre isn't.
Well, I don't want to tell him you're alive. I figured you'd want to do that.
Right?
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh my god, I'm not touching that one.
What's your tea to spill?
Wait, hey, Nick, is when Luca gets like really happy, is he a crier?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that would track.
Okay,
here's another question.
He's
for
the
you,
kind of
Luca.
person that's like, it's manly to cry.
No, it's fine. It's okay to cry.
If
we
are not successful with taking down Gooder Curl today, and he's able to track the children, who better than yourself would be able to get these kids home? I think you are the very best shot that they have, and you need to trust us, part of your Lions Guild. You taught us everything that we know. You have to put this in our hands to allow us to do our jobs, so you can do what you need to do with the kids.
But what about Sabre?
I already told you we're gonna do our best that we can. On my honor. She's gonna put out her hand to him.
I'm sorry, Big
You can't.
C's. That's not good enough.
My honor is not good enough for you, Lucas? Since when?
You don't know Gooder Curl like I do, and I don't know if you and Trey are going to be enough to take him on. You gotta remember,
You're right, I don't either.
he's under the impression this is you two.
Look, Luca. There's more than just us two. We've got a good group of us. We've taken on much bigger armies. Maybe
We
not
have two
bigger, but
wizards in our group. We have 2 different robes. Well, I forgot the colors because I'm
red and white.
Yeah, we have a red and white robe. And part of a black robe, I think. I don't know. It's weird.
We do, in a way, have all 3 represented.
But these kids,
But these
also
kids,
have
they don't have anyone, Luca. They've got a circus troupe. God knows what they're capable of.
But I
know what we're capable of, and I know what you're capable of. Leave my team, as you've done many times before, to take care of situations, and go do what you do best, which is protect people.
Well,
Wrong
shouldn't
that
I
way.
come with you to protect you two?
We don't
Don't
need your
forget,
protection.
the 2 of you almost died once on one of the missions I sent you on.
And we didn't. We were the only survivors. So what does that say?
That I
We'll
didn't
survive.
do a good enough job.
Hey, Bixus,
We're survivors.
Trey's gonna shoot you a look that he might have a point. That motherfucker does hurt.
You don't know Gooder Curl like I do, trust me.
I know how hard he hits.
Him and I went to school together. I know him like he's my own shadow in a way. I partly feel like this is my responsibility.
I'm
afraid you're gonna let your emotions get in the way of what needs to be done today, Luca.
And
I will not stand for that.
What do you mean?
This whole Sabre thing.
Well, of course it's
she's
based
saying-
on my emotions.
That's all I'm saying. You need to separate yourself from the situation because you're not going to be able to think clearly. You're gonna be too worried about her.
It feels like you're trying to keep me away.
No,
I'm trying to enlist you as the only capable person I can trust with these kids.
Felipe is very capable. I'm pretty capable.
You
trust him to go against Scooter Curlsman on his own? I trust you to do that, Luca. I don't trust anyone else to be able to do that one-on-one.
Exactly. Then I should be there to face Scooter Curl and his men.
I don't think you're winning this fight, Amanda.
I know.
Nick's too stubborn.
Luca.
That's what he wants to do.
Luca is stubborn. Yes, he has been stubborn since day one, literally, that you met him.
Yeah, he's a himbo.
I didn't know
You didn't know he was in love with Sabre. Like,
I had
Damn it.
forgotten
Damn
that
it.
part. Do we know if Sabre loves him? This is important.
anyone.
I mean, that it's good.
See, my
I'm gonna leave that one up to you. But we're gonna cut from there, with Trey and Bigsy's arguing with Luca.
What does it mean?
To Valeris, Zyzeris, are Tura, Bindu, and Jethro going with to try to find the circus troupe?
Last I remember, Bindu was going to go to the bridge with Melia and Valeris.
We abandoned that plan.
Oh, okay. Then sure.
We have an hour or so to kill between that.
Okay, so, Jethro, in your vision, you did see where that balloon was rising from, so you do know the right place to go. So, I'm gonna just... where is my fog of war? Just gonna reveal this up here.
Well. I told you I ain't getting on that damn balloon. Ain't that goddamn thing you can do about it. Or tell me what to do.
I think right now, it being like 4 in the morning, everyone's probably asleep. But
No,
somebody
that's how
would
I sleep. I just snore, and then every couple words you just hear, I ain't getting on that
Now,
balloon.
the question is, who from the circus troupe is on watch? Actually, I changed my mind. Jean-Baptiste is on watch.
I
wanna
am
get on that balloon.
No, I'm sitting in my bed. Vera's outside. I'm grumpy. Vera, let me know.
Is who?
You know what? I'm prepping. Ooh, can I prep breakfast?
Sure. Like, yeah, I think Jean-Baptiste, like, you're out here, like, prepping breakfast.
Priorities.
And Vera's, like, prowling the perimeter.
Like thematically, Saber and Ditzy would probably be awake because they're elves and they only need
Oh,
12
yes.
hours.
Perfect.
Help me cook.
No, I don't like that. It's actually a bad habit to pick a penny pepper in the morning on a second Tuesday of the month.
Is it
Tuesday's
Tuesday?
tomorrow, Dits.
What?
No, it's actually today. I know today is Monday, but you know, in certain points of view, we should avoid Tuesday altogether by picking up some pepper on the second Tuesday of the month. It's a habit I've gotten into, and I'm not going to divorce it, and I'm not going to not follow it.
You heard her. She's just not gonna not follow it.
See, you're up front.
These are the people who are saving the children.
Yeah, I know. That's the best group.
It's just
We're
good.
gonna be entering this place in a little bit of a rush.
The fact that
Just
they
good
even saved us from the
storytelling.
hideout in the first place, jeepers.
Jean-Baptiste is gonna go to pick up seasoning, and you see him. He doesn't use pepper. There's
Dirt?
ain't no sense in. No, there just ain't no sense in. Pushing. I'm not superstitious. I'm a little suspicious. That's okay.
Bindu, Jethro, Valeris, and Tura, you see a dragon, a drake, I think is officially the term for this, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Until high
You see
levels.
a green, fairly large drake patrolling the grounds of this area that Zyzeris sticks his head into. And you see a couple of elves and a very fat kobold kind of standing around a cooking pot. Somber, Ditzy, and Jean-Baptiste.
I think Ditzy just had a Ditzy moment. What the hell? Did you fall out the fucking the basket? Jesus.
That is a
You don't
strange
you don't like
assault
John
of
Baptiste
individuals.
cooking? You went to the microwave?
No, you.
You need Somber to do like a perception check.
No, what Jean-Baptiste, Ditzy, and Somber, you all hear a noise of Vera kind of running, jumping, hitting something, and then that something hitting the ground, and Vera being on top of them, licking their face.
Easy, girl. Easy, girl. We're in a bit of a rush. Jean-Baptiste, get this infernal beast off of me.
You hear Zyzeris.
My boy's back! Oh my god! I'm gonna immediately pull up the breakfast just finished, and we're making a boy. I'm grabbing a spoon. And I'm waddling over with a bowl of breakfast. I'm so happy you're alive. Bear, get off him! God damn it! Bear doesn't listen to John Baptiste. You know this.
And behind Zyzeris, you see Jethro in his wheelchair, Valeris, Tura, and Bindu.
And a set of abs. Oh.
I don't have enough bowls with the kids here. Oh, that's okay, Ellie. It's fine.
We're immediately trusting. Oh my god. Fuck it, we're immediately
Anybody
trusting.
can trust that cold. Come on.
Vera, get down. John Baptiste is gonna grab Vera and literally use the weight of himself to pull her off.
Zeris, Vera gets off of you and you're able to get up.
Like, start dusting himself off. It's like, Jean-Baptiste, we must awaken the others. We need this balloon to be ready to go as soon as possible. You need to make your way out and about eastward, towards a few hundred miles to the east. You'll find a location that is belonging to one Luca Van Dyer. The children should find safety here. And unless you are up and over these city's walls before the few hours past dawn's rise, I fear that the balloon will not make it.
Jean-Baptiste, Ditzy, and Somber, this is a sus statement, as no one should know about that balloon. And it is also kind of weird that Zyzeris was able to find you guys.
JB's good because JB's check just went through, and that's Vera. If Vera loves that boy, that's Zyzeris.
Wait, can Ditzy do something real quick through the bars?
Sure.
She would like to grab Zyzeris' shoulders, turn him around, and look straight in his eyes. No blinking whatsoever for a good solid minute.
Feel like this is a normal Ditzy thing?
No context.
I will
No
try
contact.
and match you without blinking.
As this is happening, Somber says, "You know, kid, this is that's kind of suspicious. Nobody knows that we're here. You know that the balloon about the kids. I guess you're not, unless you're working with them. Then we have to kill you. You know."
I've made my decision. I've read into his aura.
What color is it, Dix?
It's green. He's telling the truth. Wait, hold on. Let me do one more. Well, let me do one more reading. And she's going to grab Tura, spin her around, look her straight in the eyes again. Solid minute, no talking. Your turn.
As you're doing that, Bindu like walks behind and like looks over Tura's shoulder and stares into your eyes.
I trust these people with my life over here. Her aura is green, his aura is green. You don't mix green auras with other auras, so it must all be green here. They're telling the truth.
Isn't everybody's aura green when you look at it, though?
No, your aura is kind of like a summer in stew. You're kind of peppery, but at the same time a savory scent going down the way.
We
Just want-
perhaps be having this conversation inside the compound. I feel perhaps it's not best for us all to be seen out here.
Well, first things first, boy. You gotta get. Look at you. You're so skinny. You can see your abs. I can fix that here.
We don't have time for this.
He's asleep.
What are you doing? We didn't lock the gate or anything. You're just standing out here. No, I'm kidding. We did lock the gate.
Go get Mirage.
Do not make us come through with force.
You know, we don't have to do this.
Water, Zabuza, and Bess. I need all of them.
Stress enough the danger. We're all in.
By the way,
What's going on out here? What y'all do? John Baptiste, what's going on?
We got the kid brought friends and they're yelling at me and they ain't eating my food and they're skinny and I'm a little upset.
Lefgren, the kids are
Look how
inside.
he got abs. Look how skinny that boy is. I'm gonna put meat on that boy, make him chunky. I'm gonna slap my belly.
Their oars are green though, so we know that we can tell them the truth. So
Lefgren,
we know that they're telling the truth.
You come around the corner and you see Zyzera standing there with 4 strangers behind him.
Xeris? Lord, it been months. It been blue moon since we saw you.
Ironbeard or Ironbreaker. It's been a while. I come
It has.
bearing dire tidings, I'm afraid. We need to get this balloon ready and to sail eastward. Gooter Curl is at the gates.
Well, all right. I mean, how did you know?
He's got an army of his men, and they're coming after those children. It's a very long story, actually, and I'm afraid I'm worried we might not have the time for all of it. But I can assure you it's with the best intentions that I tell you that we need to get everyone on their feet and moving. Time is running short.
If time is of the essence, and I understand what you're saying, do I at least have time for a beer?
You can drink when we're on the fly.
Oh, is that serious? All right, everybody, time to get up. Let's go.
I do have a question before we get everything all set up. Why is that man not wearing a shirt?
That is his shirt, actually.
Well, we're not gonna talk about the one who's sitting down in a magical chair that's moving by itself.
No, that one seems perfectly reasonable, but that man over there, not only has this aura, but he seems to be conflicting with a lot of red trains around him, and I think it's because of his lack of a shirt.
He's got no shirt because he got no money because he can't afford food. Look how skinny he is.
Oh, he's so scared. Oh, no wonder. He's so poor. Child, do you want a shirt? I'll give you a shirt.
Do you know Thelonious used to have abs like
Thel-
that before you met me?
Thelonious comes out
I'm
and
going to
says,
give you a shirt.
"My
I'll look for
God,
you for a shirt.
Zyzerus!" And he scoops you up in a big hug, Zyzerus. Well, who are your friends?
Greetings, Maestro. I bring with you some dear friends of mine. These are compatriots whom I would trust my life with, and I have on multiple occasions. And he's going to point back toward... This is Tura. This is Jethro, Bindu, Valiris, and there are a few others elsewhere in the city that are making moves. But Gutakurl is on his way with an army. We need to get this balloon up and in the air as soon as possible. They've brought a mage that intends to burn this balloon from the sky. We need to make our way eastward to Luca Van Dyer's estates.
All right, well, you heard him, you lot. Get ready. Get the balloon out of the storage and get it up here and patched up and ready to go.
Valeris could
Indeed,
offer a map
Maestro.
for them.
Where are the children?
Inside. Zyzerus, you're gonna have to tell me how you
Does any
know.
among
I
the
need to
surface
know.
group know where the children are? Are we muted again?
Zyzerus is gonna look back to Jethro. There have been a number of peculiar and strange individuals we've come across in our travels, to be sure. But this one might have a gift
beyond most anything I've seen before. He can gather glimpses of the future on occasion and can use that perspective to shift what is and what flows in the moment at present. It's something I struggle to put to words, having witnessed it on several occasions myself. Jethro, if you can be of any better assistance in this explanation.
Yes, yes, Zycerus, it is a pleasure to meet you, Maestro. If you would have a bit of my kombucha.
You're out of your dream sharing bucha.
Oh, I have to talk. Damn. Okay, we'll do it this way.
words.
And use words. What are words?
What are words but just a
Maestro.
series of letters being strung together in a weird order so that way it means something?
I speak in algebra. Trigonometry.
Maestro. If there was, how do I say this? I have the ability to sometimes see through potential futures. And I had a vision last night that my companions and I, all 9 of us, have proceeded into the city to attempt to save the children because we know that they are in danger. And the vision that I saw was your balloon going up in flames because it was too late for us to get to your hiding place and warn you.
I told you the balloon's a bad idea. See, it's gonna catch on fire in the future. We should not use this balloon.
Jean-Baptiste, shut up. Not right now.
Jean-Baptiste is gonna waddle away angry.
DM, can I roll a check to see if I recognize anybody from the trauma or the Wonder Troop of their particular point of view on the combat? Like a recall knowledge or something to see if I can try to see what happened on that side of the battlefield.
Trying to think. I think that my answer is going to be no. I'm going to say, like, the reason you saw them was because of the Zycerus' familiar flying up to them
snake,
part.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
There was scorched earth all of... the snake did see this particular...
Yeah,
part
like the
ablaze,
fire
right?
and stuff, yeah.
Yes, this courtyard was set ablaze, and I do know a very large fireball spell was cast in this direction. Ultimately, I think it would have met your demise if I had not been able to change the course of actions. We are here early to warn you. Otherwise, we would not have been here.
Alright. I believe you. Alright, Ditzy, get them all up.
Aye, but I'm not getting anyone up until that one puts on that sweater.
I
Maestro,
promise you, I am quite warm. I am perfectly all right.
No shirt, no shoes, no service. You got the shoes, you got to put on the shirt. You're a bit too cold over there.
Well, if you insist, all right.
Bindu
Turn the
covers
cloak
up.
around. We have business at hand. Don't get distracted, young lady.
I'm not distracted. The man is quite poor. I'm giving him a sweater.
He has
DM, what is
more
my
value
protein
than
I'm cooking?
anyone here knows.
I mean, that
Aye,
dip
but he
looks
can't
like it's
afford a
chicken.
sweater.
I know, but I
Oh,
always make chicken.
It's always
actually chicken.
What meat is it? What's the local critter?
What did Vera
that you're-
bring home?
Is it wombat?
It's javelina.
Oh.
It's
What
peccary.
does javelina taste like?
Not good.
Like chicken.
It's like chicken.
I got you, Jeremy.
Okay. So is there any other circus folk that would like to talk to Cyzeris?
I'm gonna hug him.
I mean, Mirage is happy to see him, but she's also doing things. She's her normal quiet self. Happy to see the little mouse.
I really feel like Zabuza and Cyzeris should have a conversation.
And they are psychically with their minds.
They talk in
hissing at
they
each
just
other.
talk snake language to each other.
Their snake familiars have been hissing somewhere in the background this whole time, sharing snake secrets.
And Jethro hears it all.
Okay.
Bess is going to say, well, hello,
Anyway.
everyone. Nice to meet you, but I think we should probably browse the children if we're going to be getting them up and on a trip already. I suppose I can go do that.
I'm very happy.
Thank you, Bess.
Bindu is wearing a nice warm sweater.
Great to see you, by the way.
And people are gonna be bad when he shows back up.
Covering the nabs.
Okay.
I really wanted to say a joke, but I didn't think of it as appropriate, so I'm going to be sending that to Summer.
Oh,
I wanted to.
That's not appropriate,
That's not
Rachel.
fair. That's
Come
not fair.
on.
Okay.
I'll share it if it's appropriate.
No, even if it's not appropriate, share it. Come on. We're all adults here.
Trey and Bigsies, I'm going to give you one persuasion check each to convince Luca not to come with you. You have to hit a natural 20.
Oh, what the friggity fuck?
I'm just telling
All right,
you.
fine.
Give me some of that. Give me some of that.
I think that should work.
Wow.
All right,
Bigsies.
that's easy. What's next?
What is the final?
next? Yep,
What is
put
the
that one on the
final argument that convinces him to stay?
It was the wink.
That Valeris
Bring
is
up your
alive.
sister. Bring up your sister.
I wasn't prepared. I was thinking about Mirage. Pixies is going to
kind of
like
pull Luca
aside for a second and be like, look, there have been several times where you have instructed me, even if it was against something I wanted to do, even if I thought I could do it better, but you made me do something different because you knew my purpose being elsewhere was more necessary. And you think I ever wanted to like leave and like, you know, let all the guys go and have their fun because it was better for me to go and learn how to shapeshift elsewhere? You know, it's like sometimes there's missions that happen, and I know you don't understand exactly all of the willy-nilly that got us here to this exact point, but I'm telling you, I need you to go and meet these kids. That way they have a safe return to the Queen. You have to get them back to their mother. There is no one else that is more capable of doing that than you. You have to trust us to be able to take care of this end.
All right.
He's right, you know.
Fine. But promise me you won't hurt Sabre.
I will do my best.
Good call. Good call.
And she'll
put her hand out. Just take it.
I'm sitting here thinking how to make that promise, and you're just like, I will do my best, bitch.
I like how you're just like, I will
See you later.
ask for your forgiveness later.
I will try.
Yes.
I will try.
I will do my best. That is all you've
ever
asked of me.
All right. So, Trey,
you don't
Trey
know.
and Bigsies,
I will not do the final blow. I can tell you that much.
I need one of you to make a direction check to find your way back to Shade Valley. Who's gonna make that check?
Which one's the direction?
Perception
survival.
or investigation plus
Yeah,
int or wisdom.
That
have a
makes us with her plus 20
I got a
or
plus
whatever she's got.
9.
I have a
On
plus
I have a plus
Bravo.
13.
Jesus.
Get it, girl.
Something goes well for me.
Yeah, where is the inappropriate joke?
I made
Wow,
the
Amanda,
hell?
this is your session.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Stealing
No,
all
you're
of
not.
Nick's dice
Won't happen.
rolls. Keep it up, Amanda.
All right. So not only are you able to find your way back to Shade Valley, you find your way back. Let's see. Regardless of the terrain difficulty, so yeah, you're able to easily find your way back in time to meet up with everyone else.
Can I take like a minute to talk to Trey on our way back?
Sure.
Not gonna lie, Trey, that almost made me shit my pants a little bit. I don't think I've ever spoken to Luca like that, and I thought he was gonna yell at me. That was really scary.
Honestly, that was awesome.
Yeah, if he was there and Sabre was there, I don't know if we'd be able to kill her with him there, you know? He wouldn't let us. When it comes to him or her, like, obviously she's gonna die, but I don't know. I don't know if I did the right thing. If we die later, this one's on me, okay?
Honestly, I really don't much care if it's that Saber girl one way or another, but if Valeris wants her vengeance, who am I to stand in her way when all I want is Gudikau?
And you see Big C's take out your nice flask and hold it up and take a swig.
What's in that?
You know, it's, do you want the truth?
What is it?
I said, do you want the truth?
Yeah.
Not really sure. It was something from the tavern, and I told him to fill it up for me, and it's strong. But you're not supposed to be having anything, so she'll tuck it back away.
When we get through this, I need to talk to you.
Well, I mean, you know, we got a little bit of a walk back. What you got? What about the Luca thing? Do you think I fucked up there? Do you think, I mean, I know he's strong. We could definitely use his strength here, but I think he's better.
It's about fire.
Well, you know, I mean, I know it brought up some things talking to him, but like he said, that was like 15 years ago. You know, you can't really.
No, not that. It's. So you remember when we fought that owlbear thing? And
Yeah,
I got,
yeah, that was crazy.
I died and Fire's Locket brought me back, and that Raven Queen lady, she didn't like that. And I don't know why, but she showed me that she had Fire Soul.
Ah.
When when you say that, you mean like, you know, like her spirit, right? Like, you know, like her cunning personality.
I don't know. She just showed me a flame in her hand, and I just knew it was fire. I get the same feeling when I see you in that form, which is why
What
I
does
couldn't
she
come.
want with it?
I don't know.
Wait, that's not really an answer. What did she say?
That my journey will keep continuing, and Nick, I need a DM spot real quick. Did she give
What did she say?
What did she say?
I don't.
I smoke a lot of weed, guys. That was a while ago.
I don't think she said anything other than throwing it out as a bargaining chip, or not a bargaining chip, but a hostage situation-ish. Right?
I believe, if I remember right, I said something along the lines of, she's keeping this until she gets you.
She's keeping Fire Soul until she gets mine.
which you had to complete the task of Alfred's situation, right? That was the triangle situation.
And then she told you about the sword, the weapon.
And then something about
you're deep.
something about supposed to go out east. There's a tomb. I saw. It looked like two engravings of dwarves. I don't know. In a temple, I think there's a bunch of suns, so I'm assuming Zophiel. You know, praise the sun and all that.
A sun temple?
Sun temple?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so
you
died, and so she stole Fire's soul. That makes.
And so
then when you die, your soul goes to her, and then Fire goes free. What is she doing with it?
I think she just wants me. I don't know why.
Well, you're the one that made a deal with her, Trey. Maybe you should know what your deities want before you sign your soul over to them.
I made a deal with her to try to find my mom.
Oof.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know she had Fire's soul. I thought Fire was resting peacefully, and a little bit of her was with you.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mad, Trey. I know. Don't always think things through, and I know you came to me first before doing this, and I just, why didn't you tell me sooner? Why are you telling me now, right before we're about to go die for a cause?
Because if anyone's gonna die in the night, to make sure Goodika dies, I don't want it to be Valeris, I'd rather it be me. And if I don't get out, I want you to know. And I didn't know how to tell you, and now it's just me and you in the woods alone, and we're probably gonna die doing this.
Well, you know what, Trey? You're not allowed to die, because now you have to help me save my sister's soul. And I refuse to lose your soul in the process as well, because I've already lost too many people. And so that's just that. And so you better fucking stay alive, because if you don't, I'll figure out how to bring you back, and I'll kill you myself, and then I'll go find your Raven Queen, and I'll make sure I get my sister's soul too. So I'm just saying, like, if you fucking die out there, I'll never forgive you. And she's just like gonna stomp away a little angrily. Nobody died.
Trey's gonna smile a little bit and say, deal.
And then we're gonna go to the stupid fucking Sun Temple.
So let's just
get through today.
Malia, I need you to make me a perception check.
No problem, boss.
Why would you need that, Nick?
Ooh, that's
20.
Pretty fucking good. Hold on, I need to roll a stealth check for Rogue.
Oh no.
Okay. Eventually you see Trey and Bigsy's coming back.
Oh, that's nice.
Followed by an army. No, I'm kidding.
Malia's going to scramble down from her hiding place, the tree. Just want you to know, didn't see anything. So, we're good over there. No movement on the bridge. What?
Just, sorry, seeing Nick move Darnell's token from behind Melia to the bridge.
No movement on the bridge, except for that guy.
Darnell's a
Then
very
again.
stealthy motherfucker. The only reason you saw it last time is because Valeris rolled a natural 20.
Honest to God, it's been a while since I've been alone. So I've had a lot of conversations with Alfred because, you know, that whole vision thing and then Vindy kissing me really puts me through a twizzy. So just happy that he's not there and I don't see his abs because that, no thank you.
Where are the three of you gonna go?
Do we just want to stay up here and make sure nothing bad happens? Get closer to the bridge, or?
Because by this point, the sun is well up in the air, and it's nearing when... I guess a good... Actually, better question. How long... so if the troop is going to get that balloon up in the air right away, right? That's the plan?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so...
And we have extra actions to do it because there's more party members there.
Yep, and we know that you guys can easily defeat the guards that come after you. So...
So I made this. I made a really good breakfast. I mean, really good. Can I give temporary health points for it?
No.
Oh. I
But-
need to learn how to cast hero speech.
Should've used pepper.
I should have used pepper. Damn you, Ditsy.
It's not my fault. You
It
just
is
said
what-
we're on a second Tuesday.
Felonius looks at Zyzeris and says, you sure you don't want to come with us, kid?
I assure you things would go much worse if I accompanied you. It'll be safer without me.
Well, anyone got any last words for the kid?
Stay safe.
Stay safe, little mouse.
I'm gonna send him off with a little bento box.
I did see has a couple of words for him. All right, I have a couple of words for you. I want you to keep them close to your heart. Kumquat, peaches, tree, and kumquat again, for whatever reason. Keep those close to your heart. That's what the winds are telling me. Some kumquat, tree, and then kumquat again, and then peaches as well. All right.
I have to keep that in mind.
I like how
Zyzeris just looks at the rest of the party and is like, this is my family. And we're just like the weirdest fuckers.
I hope at some point in the future we run into a dungeon where it needs like a magical password, and it's that series of words that
Nick quickly writing down kumquat, peaches. Write
Tree
that down, write
and
that
then
down.
kumquats
Tree
again.
and
Write that down, write that down.
That'll be my only note for the session. Peaches, tree, what?
Anybody else have any final words for Zyzeris before, once again, the circus troupe is separated from him?
I think-
Just one
When I give him the bento box and walk away, I want to be crying a little bit.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, wait, I have a gift for this.
For me crying?
I was ready for this moment. Show me those tears.
Oh, actually, that does remind me. I was going to have Luca give y'all a couple of health potions. A greater health
Does
potion.
that help with death?
A greater health potion for you and one for Trey.
Hey! I'm trying to find a gift right. A greater one?
A greater health potion for Big C's and a greater health potion for Trey.
Thanks, Mike.
44 plus 4, right? That's good.
See.
Good healing.
Oh, can I ask, before I let, can I ask Felipe if they had a guy show up at the guild by then? What was that dude's name we didn't kill and he ran off? Yeah, Timmy. If a guy named Timmy showed up.
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, that's rough.
R.I.P. Timmy.
Just for the record, Timmy's out looking for you guys.
Wait, is Timmy the one who comes back to the inn? in the
Sure
morning?
as shit was.
Timmy's gonna have a hard time.
Okay, so I guess how do I want to do this? Yep, nope. The balloon begins to inflate. I'm gonna roll perception checks for the guards. There is one group of guards one group of guards that are nearby, not nearby, that come from off perceiving the balloon. So, if the whole troop is up in the balloon as it's going up, who's receiving the guards at the front gate?
Quick question for you.
Valeris?
Based on the map,
would Trey, Bigsies, and Malia be walking by that at the same exact time?
In my head, the balloon's gonna go over your head. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So where are we?
So you guys were like coming down from up here, and in my head, like the balloon's gonna go over. In my mind, the balloon was gonna go over you guys, because it's heading east. But Bindu, Zyzeris, Valeris, Tura, and Jethro are the 5 that I think have to deal with these 4 guards. How are y'all dealing with this situation?
I'm so good at this, Valeris. Talk to them.
But I said that, but I was muted, but I didn't realize.
I knew that was going to happen. I foreseen it.
Go talk to them.
Will intercept them. She'll come out like, or she. Once they were all in like the balloon before it took off, she would have headed outside just to, as a precursor, in order to intercept any guards. So as they approach, she's gonna look she's gonna try to look as like super confused, and she'll be like, "Oh, hello, gods. So sorry. May I ask you a question?"
Out of our way. We're investigating that balloon. No one's supposed to be leaving the city without being checked.
What a coincidence! I was about to ask you about that. I didn't know there were balloons in this city. So excited.
Out of the way!
By the way, did you see like 2 children walk by? Like, I want to report a crime.
Oh, Valeris, do you move out of the way?
You know, funny thing, as I saw that balloon taking off, I saw 2 children running away. Could you believe that?
Which way?
That's not good.
Make me a deception check, Valeris.
Oh, I think I'm better at that. I'm so much better at that, Nick. You don't know.
Oh. The guard like looks and goes, "Which way?"
She is going to point. They went down this way.
You 3, check that out. Who is the owner of that balloon?
I don't know. It took off before I was able to ask any questions. It's very fascinating, isn't it?
Shoot it down! He goes.
Hold on, sir.
He goes
sir,
to start like fumbling with like his longbow.
No, if I might,
Jethro is going to show his wizardly robes.
Please do not. That air balloon is a weather experiment. I would like to see what the weather effects have at certain elevations. I am a wizard of white robes, and I study the weather effects in this particular environment. So please do not shoot it down. I need it for my experiments.
Jethro, roll me a deception check with advantage because of Valeris's 26.
I'm so good at this, guys.
You're so good at this.
I believe in
you.
At least it wasn't a 0, but I'll take a 7.
The guy is like fumbling with his bow, and he looks at you, Jethro, and then does Bindu come around the corner?
Aid.
Oh, absolutely.
Aid. Bindu, back me up.
As another robed wizard comes
sweater?
around the corner, this man's checks his own, like he checks himself, and he's like, and he rolls a 1 on his insight check. And he lowers his bow and he says, "You saw kids? Which way do you think? That way? Okay. Good luck with your experiments. And he runs off after the guys.
Oh my god. I looked at Valeris. It worked. It worked. That's the first time I've ever lied to someone in a work.
Jethro, you're so good at deceiving others.
Grandpa
I had no
always
idea.
knows. She always knows.
Malia, Trey, and Bigsies, you see this balloon floating over you that has this fat kobold tied to the side of it.
God damn it, I won't be on there.
Beer's on the other side.
And as you come down out of the mountains, you see Jethro, Valeris, and Bindu standing out in front of this estate.
Well, the kids seem safe, and why are you wearing a sweater?
It's really just too much to explain right now.
I mean, it looks nice.
I plan on getting rid of it as soon as that balloon's out of sight.
All right, okay.
Why? What's wrong with the sweater?
Do you see this color pattern?
Yes,
I
I'm
feel
well
like
aware
I'm-
of the countless
I-
hours that Jitsi put into crafting such a unique piece.
Would you like it?
It's not my size.
I was just about to say that it looked nice, but okay.
Would you keep your horniness to yourself? We're
I
in
am not
danger, people.
being horny. I am only saying that his sweater looks nice. You know what?
It does look
Scratch that.
fantastic, Bindu. I think you should entertain the idea of the new apparel. But we have a mission at hand.
Kill Gudikal?
Kill
Yep.
Gutukul is
Ah,
indeed the mission.
I fucking
Save the
love it,
children.
yeah.
Kill Gutukul.
Kill Sabray.
Yes,
Uh,
I thought
just-
our
about
objective was
that.
to
Yeah. Valeris, about that, real quick.
we can talk about that. I understand.
Why not?
Vengeance. Does your sister may or may not love Luca Van Dyer and be trapped with
Valeris is gonna kind
Gudikal?
of face plant. She's like face palm. She's like, oh my god, I forgot Luke was like obsessed with her.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was an interesting thing we just walked into.
He
What
says,
mean obsessed?
oh,
Why are we
wait,
not
Like
killing her now?
#obsessed.
Why are we not killing her now?
Oh no, we
Oh,
well,
no, we still are.
Does she want us to save her?
He
Well,
didn't
he-
want me to kill her.
he
Save.
thinks if we kill Gudikal, she'll come back to him because her duty comes first.
Is that a
But I'm saying if
adept
people-
adept of the robes situation?
A what?
I didn't think that Sabre was a collegiate alumni, as it were.
She
Oh,
is.
she
She's
is.
a red robe wizard.
She's
Oh shit! Is this a court wizard situation?
Yeah.
She is. It's probably
I don't know politics, but I know wizards.
Well, politics in New Anderhorst, a lot of wizards are appointed as advisors for nobles. And Valeris's family is a notable wizard advising family.
Can I roll a history check or some form of knowledge check to see what like the legal clauses are of a court wizard? Like if you're
Oh, you have
if
you have no idea what
Valeris
New
could give a
Anderhorst culture
no
like.
fucking idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't know. You're from Rahadoom.
Well,
You know, I've been
Really
around.
different.
okay.
Guess
So
there's one way to
legally
find out.
speaking, we're saying that if her charge were to perish, then she'd be free of her moral obligations. Is that what we're saying?
But
That's the
if
assumption. But, you know, I guess we'll kill Gooder Curl and we'll see what happens. And if she dies along the way, she's dead too.
if I see Valeris push her off the bridge into the gorge, I mean, I'm not gonna be heartbroken.
I told him I'd do my best not to kill her.
Valeris, do you
Myself.
want your sister dead?
If it is an option to detain her until we get questions and then she dies, I'd be okay with that.
Okay, the target is Guta Curl and capture of Sabre. That's what I'm hearing.
We also need to. Lucas might show up mid-fight and try to take your sister from you.
You
So
didn't get him to go.
No, he left.
Like he left back to his estate.
Yeah, that was my natural
Look,
20.
there was a 5% chance that he was gonna actually listen to y'all. And
He's leaving to get the kids.
he did not go with you.
He is under the idea that he has to go and save these kids and get them to the queen. That's his new mission.
Is Luca the type of person to go back on that and turn around?
Luca is probably the most loyal person you have ever fucking met.
He's
All right.
lawful good.
That
He's loyal.
That's why I
He's
trust him
loyal
with kids.
to a fault.
Yep.
Step 1, punch. Step 2, let Valeris do her thing.
We have to protect the balloon at all cost. Second
Balloon's gone
objective,
now.
let's
Wait, are
take
his
out
troops
Guta Curl
gone too?
because he's an evil asshole.
The troops are still coming, right? He's still surrounded by an army.
Dominus,
Oh, yeah.
Check in with Dominus. Does he see anything?
Yeah, he still has troops with him. Yeah,
I
I'm just gonna tell you.
I believe.
Are they at the gates yet? Does Dominus see people like a large body of people at the gates?
I mean, I did start moving them over there. I might as well throw them on the token layer. They do start. It is about that time. So yes, there is a mass of people approaching the gate.
Dominus has seen a large mass of people at the gates, which means that we only have a minute, at best, before they get here. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Bridge.
Yeah, let's go over to the bridge.
To the bridge.
Okay.
By the way, what were you saying, Summer?
Valeris was going to say, I believe that we should only kill Gucci if the chance arises. We should not go out of our way because we know.
Agreed. We should
Wait.
not overextend.
What killed Gudico? No, I'm putting my fucking fingers in his eyeballs tonight.
Should I not know that like Valeris died in that mission?
Valeris, I know that you want to get in the thick of things. Would you please stay back with me?
Okay. Now.
Can,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Lucas to roll a persuasion check for Valeris to stay back.
I'm so bad at that. But you know what?
Valeris, I'll do it. I'll do it for
Valeris.
How about a 1?
She feels
Please,
pity for him.
please.
She'll agree. Because he did try hard to convince her, and she just feels bad. So
She
So
feels
Valeris
bad for Jethro.
Valeris is staying behind.
Valeris is staying back by Jethro at his request.
Well, if that is happening, Malia is going to say some goodbyes. You know, don't get yourself killed. You know, everything. Hate to see-
Nobody's dying today. It will not happen.
I know. And then she's just gonna hug you. I don't want to see you go. I'd rather you don't. Stay alive, okay?
See you later.
She'll hug her back. Yeah, no, I will see you later. I will see you in just a little bit.
Right, okay. Let's get this party started.
Okay.
Did Darnell lay the barrels in our meantime? Do we see them on the bridge?
Make me a perception check. Who goes to investigate the bridge? I guess is what I should ask.
Jethro will see if it comes to pass. So I'll take a look.
I'll also roll a perception check. If that's.
I'm so good at this, guys. I'm so good at everything.
I mean, if we're going to the bridge, Bigsies is definitely looking to see if Darnell set those things up. We ran into him.
Fucking glasses of duty again. Dominus.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Amanda,
You
you are on fire tonight.
Not only are those barrels placed, they're even more well camouflaged than the last time that Darnell placed these because he was being extra fucking paranoid because he ran into you guys.
Shit, I can't see anything. Our defenses are not in place.
Is he gonna kill himself doing this again? Or did he just kill himself because of the panic last time?
No comment.
We don't know.
I don't know Darnell. Who's Darnell? Who's this guy?
The monster hunter who shot the barrel.
I can't see him. What?
Ah.
Who's that over there?
He has a negative one perception, guys.
I got 2 perception. I took my glasses off. I can't see shit.
Big C's, you're really the only one that notices those barrels.
It looks like everything's ready to go.
Well, whatever happens, I fully intend to block off the bridge in case anybody comes across. I will make it difficult for them to walk.
Bigsies, with that natural 20, you also notice that the guard from this morning seems to be getting off his shift and coming across the bridge right towards you. And he just kind of stretching and yawning. But he is walking his way across this bridge right now.
Act casual, guys. Act casual.
Do we want to just eliminate him?
We could take his clothes.
That's actually really good idea. No.
I could shoot him non-lethally. We just gotta
Shoot non-lethally?
You guys need to make a choice. What are you gonna do here?
Are there other guards around?
Oh yeah, there are other guards around.
No, we're just gonna be casual,
the
guys.
judgment's compromised.
Nope. We're gonna let him pass. We're gonna let him pass. Just
Jethro is ready to shove this guy into the fucking void.
No.
He's gonna ruin everything. He's gonna ruin everything.
How about we stop panicking?
When you've seen what I've seen, you would panic too.
Alright,
Are there
so
any-
I'm gonna roll a perception check for this man's. The DC of which is going to be a DC 13 to recognize one of y'all from this morning.
Oh god, I got a wheelchair, y'all. I'm sorry.
What are we doing? Sorry.
Well, you guys kind of just no one did anything.
What are we supposed to do?
I thought what?
He's a guy. We're not allowed to be here.
If there's a food vendor, I'd like to go grab a snack or a drink while we wait.
Fucking Traven getting tacos at 2 o'clock in the morning. Stop it.
He rolled a 3.
Oh.
So
Fine.
he is very tired. His shift is over. He walks past y'all and goes his merry way.
That's the city's taxes at work right there, baby.
Jethro's jumping.
And with that,
Real decent work you are, buddy. I hope you're proud of yourself.
we're gonna.
We're literally terrorists.
I'm gonna end the session right there, and we will pick up with the action next session because this fight's gonna take longer than 20 minutes.
Yep.
And I imagine that
What
Lucas and Ben are tired.
We're gonna blow up a bridge, and everybody's gonna fall and die. And
Yeah,
We'll be fine.
Gonna be fine.
Yay!
I don't feel like we're out of the woods yet. Like, I
Oh,
don't
God,
think we
no.
got away with
We're
anything
into
yet.
the
We're very clearly out of
Why
the
is
woods.
that?
We're in a city.
Because the whole
are
army's about to
in
face
it.
off with us in just a few steps.
I feel like my premonition is like done. It's done something, but it doesn't feel like it's done a lot.
I want to know what percentage of Amanda's rolls tonight were natural 20s.
All of them. 100.
Enough.
Like
for it to work.
50% at least. We
only
haven't rolled that much
one?
this session. You rolled a couple insights and a perception, and then you rolled a bunch of nat 20s.
I was planning on Luca being in Shade Valley. I want you to know this.
I know, I'm afraid
No,
because I know
we
how
have
strong
to save
he
the
is.
children.
But I also
don't want him to fuck up our plans with Gooter Curl. Like, if we go to kill Sabra, is he gonna sacrifice himself for his love? I don't
Do
fucking
some
know. I
dumb
don't have
shit.
time for that.
Don't be a dummy. Don't get in the way.
No, like I love it. Like it's players interacting with the story and changing shit. It was great.
It might really fuck us up because we're gonna be like, wow, we could really use Luke as weapon right now. But you know what? He will take care of those kids.
I did design that fight with him being there.
Yeah,
I want to let everyone know I can only do this once, so make it your best go.
We wake up again. Okay, that was
We wake
wrong,
up again.
guys. We
Oh,
wake
it's a save point. Oh shit.
It's a looper.
Oh, I hate that movie.
No way will we fuck this up 3 times in a row.
Yep. Mama ain't here to save me.
If I start learning piano, will that proficiency carry over?
I like it.
To your next character?
For the next time we reset to this day.
Oh, right.
If we start Groundhog Daying it.
A quarter of Amanda's rolls were nat 20s.
Wow,
25%. That's a hell.
She
That's
made a total of 12
wild.
rolls tonight.
I mean, I'm just surprised you didn't make her
12
start,
nat
like,
20s.
actually reporting her roles and putting them on camera and stuff.
Right. Record the digital dice.
How can I track them? I'm not good with real dice, guys. They don't like me.
You know, she just edited it so it's like rolling a, you know...
Just roll D20. Not,
Yeah,
not
roll
adding
D20.
It's just an algorithm. It's a program.
25% of them are automatically going to be 20s.
Of all the times that happened, though,
It's,
talking to Luca.
well, like,
and,
I
oh
think,
my God.
especially after I said the sentence, you need to hit a natural 20. And then she's just like, bet, watch.
Within 5 seconds, bam!
I was like, there's
no fucking way. I click it. I was like,
I did it!
Amanda, you do have a tendency of coming out with those crazy rolls when they count, though.
It's,
I really need
it's true. Nari's back-to-back nat 20s. She did that too.
Miyoshi's with her crazy rolls when we needed them. It was incredible.
It's down to the
it's
wire.
down to the
or
wire or
not
not at all.
She's got story dice.
I build characters that make people re-roll dice because I hate this shit.
It was a fun session. I didn't picture it going that way.
I know, I'm really proud of us, but also I feel like we're in the exact same situation now, and I'm like, oh no.
We're on the other side of the bridge, though.
I think
We're on the other side of the bridge.
I think I love that I set up a situation where you guys are like, nah, we want this fight.
No, we're gonna fight these assholes.
I don't want this fight.
I don't want this fight.
I think we
I think we can still run.
No,
I think we
I'm
can
fighting.
definitely run.
I'm
Well,
fighting.
it's
Jethro's
like-
We
fighting.
can definitely run too.
Oh, is everyone running? Shit. I can't run.
No, Trey's not. So I'm here.
I literally can't run. I have to stay here.
Right.
Stay
So,
over.
I mean, it's a good question. Are you ever going to get a better shot at Gooter Curl than right now?
No, we're not. He's gonna come across this bridge, and I'm gonna fuck his ass up.
But he
That's
didn't
what I'll
come
do.
across the bridge last time, and that's like my hesitation is like he never actually went across the bridge.
He was
Yeah,
going to
we'll
find
wait till he
the
gets
rest
across.
His army did.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
army
but
did,
that
but he
also,
didn't.
but that was also because Lucas troops were entering the battlefield.
And we were fighting him, and also he might have seen the barrels ahead of time, but since whatever Darnell hid it better, Hey,
That's true.
you might not be able
Maybe.
to see it.
Or Odane is his personal guard. And he's traveling with Odane.
We're gonna kill them all. Come on, guys. We're gonna kill them all.
I'm serious.
We did not
We're
have to
level
face this army last
5.
night.
Come on. We got all the abilities. We're good.
Oh god. Well, guys, it was nice knowing you.
Hi, buddy.
I already promised that he wasn't gonna die though, so if he dies, he's a liar.
If who dies?
Trey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go make dinner. I had a wonderful evening. Thank you all.
Fantastic. We had good character growth this session, guys. Good job.
That was a lot of fun.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.